Right.
Hello,
Hello.
Welcome, everybody. So today marks the beginning of something very special for Dark and Darker's community. An official Warlord tournament is something that Iron Mace has dreamed of bringing to life for many years. It's incredibly exciting to see some of the best players step into the arena and battle for the crown. We're proud to have reached this moment, and we'll continue working to improve and elevate the experience as we move forward. We're deeply grateful to everyone who helped make this possible. Let's make this a tournament to remember. Thank you guys very much.
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, I'm
Thank you.
pumped.
Yeah.
I'm pumped.
I'm excited to
I'm
get this
pumped. I'm ready.
started. There's been some last-minute changes. I wasn't supposed to be here, but I'm happy to be here. I'll be
know
the
what?
third co-caster person.
Glad to have you.
Glad to have
yeah.
you as well.
Try
Today
to let
I
you get
will
a couple
be,
of words in.
Yeah, today I'll be handling a little bit of the camera in the background, so you'll be seeing me occasionally, every once in a while. But for the most part, you'll be seeing a lot of Vincent and N Boss.
Hello.
That is Vincent's webcam, by the way, just in case you're curious.
That's what I look like.
Yep,
in
yep.
real life.
I told him not to cosplay it, but he wouldn't listen.
I also like grew an extra foot for some reason. I don't know what's up with that, but
Hey, you need them to get around the map.
Hey,
Like through one-handing that
but
double axe, it's pretty majestic.
oh yeah.
anyways, what's on
All right.
the agenda for today? What sort of matches do we have? Have you guys taken a look at the bracket? Have you guys seen it?
I have seen the
Yeah, well,
brackets.
first of all, Low
ahead.
Cortisol versus Grom Vidam. Wait, no, that is Low Cortisol versus Baguette. And Low Cortisol has Rebel, Vascular, Grom Vidam. Baguette has Judy, Chileno, and Gab. I think a lot of people know Chileno well, so might be a round that is, being anticipated. So let's see what Chili can pull off,
Excited to see. I've heard a lot about Chileno myself as well. That's one of the ones I'm going to be keeping my eye on for this tournament. Hopefully see them progress through until the end.
Yeah, hopefully it doesn't happen, like a little Repose Pro chip incident, but like we could.
That was a crazy change up. I was watching and I was like, I can't wait to see those guys, and they're gone. All right.
Yeah, there's rumors that it was like a fluke or something, but I don't know. I'll
I don't
leave that up
know.
to the viewers to decide.
It's a tough one.
Not
All right,
super
they are
aware of
matching.
all the teams, but okay. Well, let's get ready to transfer us over when they're ready.
I'm so excited.
They are ready.
There were some crazy matches in the NA and the Asian tournament, mostly with that guy next to me here. What a crazy
yeah.
upset, so I'm very hyped.
I'm expecting some zone play in EU tournaments. EU people tend to have a mindset, whatever it takes to win. Whatever strategy, whatever comp, just anything to win. So I expect some zone play, like some Pavis plays. Some Dark Offering, like
A lot of stalling.
Some of that, yeah.
Well, sometimes the circle determines who wins the game, and that's just the way it's played. And when there's like a big prize on the line, anything goes.
Jason, they're in game.
Let's get over there.
Oh yeah, up and right in first round.
I'm not saying that cleric is me, but that's
Oh,
all right.
follow.
Click on the stream again.
There we
Oh
go.
yeah, all right. So we got Druid,
No audio?
Cleric, Warlock. This is Dark Offering. First round in, already Dark Offering.
I was surprised to see the Dark Offering coming through right out the gate. He's looking for a couple of the Dark Bolts on the left side. And with the Cleric to make sure he gets out there early. So wait, is that double healer?
Yes, that is double healer Dark Offering caster, it seems. Maybe it is DOC? No, that is caster. He is flinging Dark Bolts.
And then, of course, we have the
Was it going
standard...
with the Overload 10 spell? Interesting choice.
That is a little bit of a shock to see. But the double healer, I never expected to see that with the Dark Offering.
Huge earthquake
Cleric?
coming. Cheleno coming on the back line, making some space. Ooh, doing
Almost got
so
the pick.
much damage, but he's taking a lot as well. He goes
Good
down.
trades.
Oh, and the duty completely snipes Vascular. Vascular. Oh yeah.
Oh, they got him pinned in the corner.
And this is looking grim for Rebel.
Having been in this situation so many times, I know the feelings that are going through his head right now. None of them are great. There's still a chance, though. He can close the gap and get some distance on him here. Maybe roll a potion, but it's not looking great for Rebel.
Hey, if I learned anything from my tourney, it's that it's not over till it's over. I will.
Very...
I'll believe a clutch in. Oh, we have some issues.
Slight frame hiccups there.
And he's been picked up with the explosion. And the first round going to team low cortisol.
Oof. That was a big shocker. I didn't expect to see just a Dark Offering alone, but having the Cleric back up with Smite to make sure he gets in there, that is a crazy setup. It's something I didn't expect to see in this tournament at all. I mean, last time in the Dark Offering, locks did not perform at nearly the pace I see them in the regular arenas.
Yeah, I feel like mainly the Ranger being really strong is hurting these Dark Offering teams. Because in a normal dungeon, the Ranger does not have this much armor pen, does not have this much headshot. The damage output is just not the same. And you can just completely assassinate the Dark Offering Warlock.
That's why they got him that
especially on
double
this
healer, I
map.
believe. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but they are going to be playing a lot more for time with that. They have a bigger sustain comp, but once they run out of that Dark Offering, if they see him start pressing it, I know they're going to take that advantage. Just Gab sitting up on high ground, taking some shots, trying to get a little bit of chunk damage out there. Looks like they are going to be playing for time on this one. They know that they have to just bait out some heals, make sure they get a lot of damage, because they don't have any sustain. A couple of nice shots coming out.
Cheleno.
Ooh, he's got Reckless and Rage. He's looking to get a little bit of big burst damage on there. That is a very hard counter to the setup right now. If they can get that Reckless out, that's going to bring him to one shot from a longbow, so...
Yeah, it seems they are also waiting out the Dark Offering timer. We might see another recast of Dark Offering here soon on the corner.
Yeah,
Dark
he's got to
Offering
get ready.
is gone. They no longer have it. Of course, the enemy team doesn't know that, so they cannot push on this advantage, but... I feel like
We're
he's
about to see it lock
to
in.
cast it.
Yeah, this seems like he's just kind of waiting to pull it up. I feel like he wants them to think it's down and maybe bait for it, but they're playing a lot of time just waiting for Swarm to get in here and take advantage of it.
Bringing some dark bolts, hoping for a headshot. If they do get a nasty headshot, that is definitely an opportunity they can make to go in. But Jess Gab, not letting the pressure out. Ooh, crazy fireball, splashes all through. Cheleno above. Not gonna jump down, just waiting.
They have advantage right now if they decide to make the push. Dark Offering is down, heals are down. They need to get really situated in there. Letting the Sank go off with no overhealing, but they're still getting some pressure on top. It looks like we're going to see the Swarm close in for the final fight here. I don't think they're going to go down into that. An engagement with both of them, it's going to be tough, but they really need to take advantage of the pressure while they've got it.
This high ground, low ground, not looking good for the blue team. Having the Reckless sit up top, drop down whenever he wants. And the
Big
fireball
fireball
coming in. Running out of spells, Cleric and Druid. Can't last forever. The zone looks like it's going to end at the top. They're going to have to push up if they want a chance at the end here.
Good split from Cheleno, taking out Vanscore.
And just Gab sitting in the zone. And he goes down to the Dark Swarm.
I was a little bit nervous on that one.
Yeah.
I see what you were talking about with the passive play, especially, I mean, with the double healer comp and Dark Offering, they never even had a chance to reset. They have to keep the pressure up. If the Cleric's going to be watching the back line with the Druid, then the only pressure they have is Warlock. So if they see that Warlock dip down the stairs, they know they can take full advantage and go straight in. So I feel like that's why we see him play heavy on the stairs right now.
Also, I just showcased, just Gab running the perch shot, servo quad shots. If he ever gets the quad shot when the Druid hots are on, That is some insane damage. And I think that is why they're being so cautious.
Watching this kind of passive play is shocking, but like you said, it's different areas, different regions, different comps. Everybody plays with different play styles. I didn't see.
Rebel getting caught out.
That was a reckless to Rebel.
Oh, and this gap picks up. Grom, Baskin are in trouble. Oh.
That is a proper push. That was a big proper push. Well done by Chileno on that.
Yeah, a complete sweep. And that is the first set. 3-0.
Yeah. Is the first set.
Whew. Honestly, I was a little bit shocked, like you said, when you mentioned that everybody kind of has a more passive play style. That was, I expected more zone play, but I didn't expect them to bring double healer
Oh yeah.
and to not be able to reset.
Chileno did not disappoint there.
No,
Nope.
no, they played out of their
Played his
minds. That
ways.
last
That's
push.
Oh yeah. Just
They do.
the stair pressure from the top, the range of the wizard looking at you from the top, and then the barb, always having that reckless up, saving it. A whole
And
lot
like
of
I said,
pressure to be worried about.
you've only got the Warlock to create pressure. Smite's going to do nothing as far as that Barbarian's concerned. He's going to get right in there and laugh at it. He's going to try to make sure he connects that Reckless and immediately swings the fight. Because there's not much you can do once 80% of your health just disappears in a half a second. I wonder if they're going to mix it up in this next matchup here, because I don't think that's going to work. Simply put, it is a very heavy comp difference.
We shall see.
I do like to see the amount of clerics that we've been seeing, though. Like I was going to say, in the very first tournament, Asian tournament, I wasn't too hyped to see the cleric, because right now I feel like the only big cleric setup is 10 spell. When they brought in the 5 spell judgment, Cappy really showcased the power of cleric in those last couple of games. It was incredible.
In my humblest
And
opinion, that is the only good cleric. If you run ceremonial stuff, you're doing it wrong, and that is my own humble opinion. You could disagree. It's all fine.
We are going to be getting into
But
this
the
next
spellbook-
match here really soon.
Ooh.
All right.
Get in.
Hoping to see some spellbook play.
Is the wizard running melt? I didn't get to see his perks. Can we get a look at that?
Check the wizard, and he is running melt and fire master, increasing the melt duration.
Do we have any switch up on the other side?
Still 10 spell overload.
Same setup. Okay, so we're going to stick with it.
Possibly
Could
same
be a
map.
map
It's looking
thing.
like.
Yeah.
I think it might be the same map, or it is the 2-laner. Oh, yeah, it is the 2-laner. All right, so this is
This might put a lot more pressure on them. But this is in my opinion, this is a very heavy melee matchup for them to deal with right now. I'm not sure if it's actually going to work out in their favor with the Dark Offering. He's not going to be able to take much space against this kind of a comp. They put one man, they send out the Chileno goes for the flank. I think that's going to make them crumble, but I'm excited to see how they handle it. Especially with the idea that they're sticking to their guns after the first round, so.
Oh, yeah. I do think on this map as well, whoever takes middle control gets a big advantage because someone's going to be forced out on the lane and you have so much space to deal with them. So,
Right out the gate, they have taken control of middle, and they know they're going to need to put the pressure on here, so they are just sending it in. Duty taking high ground, putting some fireballs on Vanstar, trying to split him with that. Chileno with
getting
the
in there
reckless.
with the war maul.
Oh,
Ooh, he just goes down.
Oh, that was a
instantly.
TK.
Chileno- Oh! And he has given up.
that
Those
was
Cortisol is not putting up a low cortisol fight.
Oh, yeah.
That's kind of what I was expecting to see, is them just kind of ramping it up, because during that Dark Offering duration, you're stuck in spawn, and you have to really be able to capitalize on that, and losing position on this map, especially against that much melee, is just an instant death. It's a very brave decision to stick with it. Looks like they're going straight out again, going to make sure they get across the map immediately while they sit in the spawn, getting that Dark Offering out. Already spamming Ice Pulse at the door to make sure he's got some damage on the board quick. Good
Taking full
fireballs.
advantage of the time it takes to Dark Offering it. Chileno running back in there. Oh, caught out in the Earthquake, has to back up and heal. This is looking pretty good for blue team here.
It's fireballed out of the Quake, unfortunately. They are stuck in the corner with some chain lightnings. Chileno taking a big chunk of damage, but he's getting in there swinging crazy on Rebel. Rebel with a takedown, and down goes Duty to the Hydra. It's going to be just Gab alone in the darkness.
Not over till it's over. Oh, and it's over.
And it's over.
Maybe they're in comms. They definitely seem to have a stronger showing there. You know, no longer
Yeah.
high cortisol.
Oh yeah.
They forced him into that little
Eh.
corner, which was a very unfortunate spot to be. Once they put down the heals, it was basically like we need to just bait it out and wait. I feel like that was a time-sensitive moment.
Yeah, they were seeing that Cheleno's team is pushing aggressive, and they use it to their advantage, is holding a choke point, making one push, picking him off.
Looks like we're gonna have a
And
split
Cheleno
here.
doing
We're
the
gonna
same play.
Oh, Cheleno getting right in there.
Oh,
Duty taking
Warballing
down
two,
Grom.
cleaving, and just complete domination.
That Warmaul
Oh, and
is
the
very
disrespect.
dangerous. Oh,
Oh,
he's already
no,
dead.
Oh,
Oh no.
you love to see it. Some drama in the dungeons.
A little bit of vengeance. Fireball in the door to make sure they get out there to take advantage of every second in this counts, especially against that Dark Offering. Straight down the middle with Cheleno. Looks like they're sitting in spawn a little bit longer this matchup. I'm not sure if they're even going to make it out the door. Are we going to see some door play here?
Yeah, this is not looking
Not
good
sure how
for
they're
the
going to
blue
handle
team
this. Yeah, that's a tough situation to
Yeah.
be in. Caught in spawn against double melee with Wizard.
here. Double range.
Okay.
And Duty should be shooting fireballs, but he was sitting down. He didn't get the opportunity to hit them in the doorway.
I think he was trying to get those spells back with a little bit of clarity action there. Dreamwalk is going to get procced, and so that Ice Bolt goes right through him. Rebel looking for what appears to be a Quake. Is he rocking the ceremonial for it as well? That's an interesting setup.
Very interesting.
I think they're playing out the
EU
Dark
setup.
Offering at this point. EU setup. Oh, he's
I don't
going
know
for
how I
the
feel
Clarion.
about casting the Eldritch Shield over and over, considering the enemy team has a first shot
Single
ranger.
Wizard. Yeah. That's basically added damage. They're trying to prevent the damage from Fireball, but adding damage to Purge Shot. Pick your poison. You got one or the other. Dark Offering has been gone now, so we're going to see if they make a push or they try to reapply it. This would
Sticking
be the
together
time
like
to
goats.
shine. Yeah. Oh. Not like that.
PTSD. Oh, and
Last
the
stack.
Dark Offering wearing off here.
He's going to
Alright,
press out by
she's-
himself. Looks like he's going to be just pressuring it. The last match he didn't even bother to reapply, so I think they're just going to be sitting with that pressure.
In the corner here.
It
Casting
is a
Hydra
tough
whenever he
situation.
can.
Yeah, that Hydra just gets absolutely Warmaul out of the game. Looks like they got him caught in the funnel here. We're going to see a flank from Cheleno on the side. No, Duty's going for the right side. Good big split right here. Oh, the fireball's going out. Not going to get any big connects, but some splash damage. Looks like some big chains could be coming through right here, but we're going to see some more
Duty
fireballs
possibly
trying to keep that
caught out
anti-heal.
here.
The good proc on the Dreamwalk.
Oh. Dono pushing behind, catching. Oh, not catching Grimmy out. Rebel trying to hold the two while they try to finish off Duty. Kill can't get through. Rebel's shield. Oh, but he went past and
Oh.
gets a double kill. With the foremost spin.
He is
And
swinging that
cleaned
Warmaul
up.
crazy.
Wow,
I
that
was
a
just-
that was a quick percent.
Yeah, I was actually
Why?
surprised. Like I said, I was expecting them to completely switch up the squad for the second one, but I think they were really playing around map diff. And unfortunately, the map just did not favor them on the second round either.
Yeah, and Cheleno with the 1000 damage Barbarian. We have not seen that in any tournament so far.
That was some crazy fighting. No switch ups. I just can't believe it.
It is kind of unfortunate. These are best of three, so that will be the end of Low Cortisol's run in the tournament. Yeah.
At yes, Song of Shadow Enjoyers. I wonder if they're going to be using Song of Shadow. I feel like we're getting a little bit of deception here.
They might enjoy it, but they might not use it.
That is
I don't
true.
think Team Jacob, Edward, and Bella is actually Team Edward, Jacob, and Bella, but I can't be sure.
You never know on that one.
I'm looking forward to seeing. I believe one of the names I had seen thrown
Jason,
around.
did you need that break?
We also
Okay,
was it
all good.
Graffiti was the one I had seen thrown around a little bit in there. So
We'll
I'm
go
gonna keep
ahead
an
and get
eye
the
on
next teams
him.
Matching.
I've heard some people looking forward to Neil's gameplay as well. So we shall see.
Oh, and the next set got it there. I was like, I don't see them.
Yeah. On set 3. Alright, seems like they're in game.
Let's jump in.
Right.
Not
We're going
quite.
to see what comps we have here. Oh, I was reading the old message. Sorry about that.
W.
That was from 18 minutes ago.
Time is tough.
I don't know.
That's tough. Ford tough. I like how I kind of pop in a little bit later there. It's always fun.
That is. I'll work my magic. I think I can fix that. Sorry.
It's just like I said, I was surprised to see that double healer stacking comp. Cleric is not necessarily a great addition to that, especially considering the survivability. Oh, and I'm gone. And I'm back.
And you're back. All right.
Awesome.
Hopefully.
I will say that comp with the double healer and the warlock definitely does work in the actual arena, but with the perfect rolls and just the crazy damage from the wizard and the ranger, I think it is just unviable in the tournament with the dark
Yeah, that
offering.
burst damage is insane. Yeah, and especially since they know enough to keep pressure on, keep them at distance, and then drop back to make sure that they let that dark offering wear off. And I never expected him to actually keep the dark offering. That's a significant portion of your kit that's completely lost if you don't reapply it. But the moment he does, I feel like they're waiting to jump on him anyways. So this isn't your average everyday garden variety teams. These are the top of the top. These are the cream of the crop.
All right.
They are
Well,
just waiting for it.
well, we're getting ready to get into this next game here in just a second.
Right, let's see what comps we have here. Looking at fighter, barb, wizard, classic.
The
Panel
staple.
enemy. We have ranger, wizard, cleric. I think, in my opinion, the best comp in the game right now, but it will struggle against fighter, barb, wizard, especially
That's
if
a lot
they
of
do the
front
double
line.
invis play.
And this map is going to favor the ranged a little bit, so that is a bonus. But this is a tough one. Taking high ground real early to make sure he's got position, leaving the PvE to chance. But they are already in there. Smiling comes
Is it?
right down the
Rowan's
lane.
running.
Double fireball going out. Smite goes out, trying to
So
get some
much
hits
pressure.
on him. Looks like they're creating a lot of space. Down
Oh,
goes Smile.
shotgun.
Goodman's going to pick him up. Oh my, the
Shotgun
shotgun
to the
plays.
windlass. Holy, he's hitting.
It is not
looking
over
grim
yet.
now.
He's got the spear in the corner. All he's got to do is just make
Oh,
sure he never
spear
misses a
parry.
parry.
Doing insane damage, but gets picked up by Godman. Goodman.
That shotgun was right in the face, too. That looked very painful. I saw a large health pool completely disappear right there.
Oh yeah. Zero hitting some nice shots. Not only the shotgun, but the windlass after on the wizard.
I didn't even see the windlass until it was too late, which is often what happens with the windlass, so respect. The obsidian gear does provide a little bit of projectile reduction, which works against windlass, as well as fireballs, ice bolts, and anything that has travel time, but still
Seeing
big
another invis
damage.
play. Trying to get some melt up for his ranger. Ooh, ranger gets caught out with the splash. He's in trouble. Goodman pushing him in the corner, picks him up.
Graffiti taking down
Managed-
Smile with that fight.
And
Nope.
gets hit by the explosion. And it is
These are
over.
crazy. Vincent, didn't you tell me this was going to take more than 30 seconds a match? These guys are getting
I
right
know,
in there.
bro.
It's,
They just
that's a
they just
slobber
wanna get in
knocker.
there.
Everyone's just going crazy.
NA's tourney, I mean, they were just sitting up, perching, waiting for final zone. This is definitely a change of pace.
Oh
He
yeah,
was
what I would like to
aggressive.
see from this cleric team is playing near the spawn, because once the invis are out, then if you just hold a choke point, this
It's tough
composition
because
is
they
very strong.
can't
But if
see
they're
where-
going in the open like this again, I
Yeah.
don't know. They're gonna get run down again. And Smile
Already,
running
Smile's
straight past
closed
the
the
cleric.
gap. Oh, the
But
shotgun.
he gets shotgunned again. It does not matter because he gets zapped, and
Wow.
it's a 2v1. And it is looking grim, and
I can't believe it.
it is over for the
This-
set.
The big sweep that you don't have any space. You can't take any control of the map. They are right in you. That is just immediate apage. That is crazy. I know a lot of people have come to my stream and mentioned that when they're playing on Frankfurt, that nobody VoIPs. Everybody is right to business, swinging crazy. I didn't think I'd see it in action here today, but my goodness, they are absolutely going crazy. Good job. Oh my.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah,
see
the
now.
cleric-
What do you guys think? Are they going to mix it up a little bit on the next round? Or are they going to stick with their guns just like last round and you see everybody just, going with the insanity plea? If it worked the first or it didn't work the first time, it surely has to work the second, right?
I don't know. I think. Go on.
I think Song of Shadow just has to change up their comp. They were just getting W keyed and like not having any sort of response to it.
Yeah, either changing the
Even the
comp or
map
changing the
change.
playstyle.
Yeah, even the
I
map change, I think, won't save that because that is just too much speed just rushing right at you. I mean, if they picked up, I can't remember the old Wraith map with the bridge. If they get on that, it might be a little bit more of an advantage, but then you just have to wait out for the swarm. That's a tough matchup.
No, but we didn't even see the earthquake once. That is the best way to counter that play.
It's the
Earthquake and
only
a choke
way.
Point. Not even earthquake and choke point. Not playing a choke point at all is a very, very big blunder in my opinion. They
Right,
could just play the spawn room choke point if it's not
getting ready to get back in there. They're ready.
Alright.
We're loading
Awesome.
in. I wonder what we'll see though.
Sticking to their guns. And it is the hell map. This can be very good for the cleric team here. They use the earthquake on the right places. They just need to be sure to not push out too much.
The
Make
unfortunate
use of
problem
the-
with this, that if they open the middle of the map, that's going to make a lot of problems for that cleric squad. They are going to get run down from several different angles. There's not enough space for an earthquake to really generate value here. It's one of the hardest maps, in my opinion, to put a good quake or an earthquake or a swarm on. There's just too many outlets and too many inlets. They could flank around the side, but let's see what we get here. A lot of hype for Goodman Prime. Look at that.
Oh yeah.
I
would say there is a crowd favorite here.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it is a lot of the same people claiming the same thing, but you know, it is the majority, nonetheless.
Let's see if they're going to open the middle. And they go straight to opening the middle. All right, smart play. Like I said, this is going to make a lot of problems for that cleric. So we'll see if they can get right through. They're going to back up and trying to funnel them into the choke here to take advantage of that swarm play or quake. But it looks like they're going to sit in middle. We might see a more passive round this time. Cruel getting really aggressive. He's getting kind of close there, splitting off from his team. Maybe they think there's a flank coming on the right side here because unfortunately they don't know where the enemy team is. They only see just limited information. They don't have the spectator support view like we do, so a little bit of chip damage on Goodman going out. They're still playing right at the corner. They are at least positioning-wise, I would say they have a good advantage here, as long as they don't get flanked. A couple of fireball splash, gonna put some damage on there. Gonna space. The swarm goes out instead of a quake!
Oh, but he gets picked up. It's a 2v2. Missing some heals here.
Big
But
over
it's
heals.
explosion. Wait, this is a good opportunity to push. I feel like this is heavily cleric favored. They just need to capitalize on this damage that they just got.
That is a
The
buff
limited
cleric.
spells, the ignite goes out with the smite, but Goodman parries. Oh, and it is a melee battle. One
Oh my
HP,
goodness.
and the
The
mage
thing is
1v1. The
crazy.
crystal swords are out.
No!
Oh, and he gets picked up.
Oh boy, holy
Excellent.
strikes.
The holy
Getting
strike.
blinded. Big holy strikes.
Goes out. He's 1 HP.
1 HP in a
The
dream. Oh, oh.
Oh, and he gets
Oh,
picked
my.
up.
I will say, I'm
Finally.
surprised at the amount of actual damage that he has put on Rafiti's kit here. It looks like he isn't just all casting. If we can get a quick highlight, I'm just curious if he's actually got looks like he's like 12% action speed. A little bit, yeah, so he does have the ring in there, that little bit of that dex bonus. All right. Yeah, he is stacking up. He wants to make sure, he's swinging crazy with it right now. That is the build I highlight most in the arena, is 5-spell smite. And he is playing it to a T, especially with that bonus ignite. Back to holding the choke again. We'll see if we get a quake out or another swarm. Now remember, they can't see, so they don't know if there's somebody flanking. At every point, they have to be watching those corners. If they hear a door open or the monster spawn, you got to immediately capitalize on that. A little bit of back and forth arrow action. He smiled trying to close the distance quick there. Knows that he gets one shot and he backs off.
Throw looking for explosion here. Not find it. Both teams playing more passive this time. Hopefully we can see the earthquake and the choke and not the swarm this time.
I mean, the
Right, that was
Quake
it.
Fireball combo is very devastating. You just put it right in the center of him and absolutely eviscerate him.
Ooh, I don't think he is running quake. I think he's a swarm
looks
only.
Yeah, looks like he is just running Swarm. He didn't have that much ad magic, so...
Opting to go for the damage instead of the stall.
On this kind of a setup, it seems like they were, you know, it would favor them to stall more, but it looks like we're just going to go straight out. Kroll looks like he's getting a little bit of a side flank here. Might be going through. Yeah, he's going on the side, looking for that flank.
Novi might hear that and push. Capitalize. Oh, yep, they heard that, and they are capitalizing.
They are collapsing.
They
Can we
gave
get a
us that
swarm at the
checkpoint, but-
corner? No,
Nope.
they are all splitting.
They are swapping positions here.
They're just swapping positions. Circle formation must be pushing him into this side here because good fireball and a swarm at the corner is going to get a little bit of damage on Smile. Big
for the
fireball
block.
on Cruel.
What
Another
goes
big
down?
fireball.
Misses the...
Ooh,
Oh, the bow block to get out! Another bow block! The double bow
down
block, but it wasn't
zero
enough.
eyes.
Heals are going out. Getting pushed in the spawn room. Door closed. They're gonna go rush the turret now.
Oh, poor man. He's
Oh,
swinging
he
crazy.
did as much damage as he could. Now it's just the curl. Will he cut it up? It's the fireball. Explosion. Ooh, but the lightning strike goes out
Oh.
and the double kill. The team
They
kill.
are holding that.
A worthy
It's a
sacrifice.
pile
though.
of bodies here. Worthy sacrifice indeed.
When it goes down so fast in that fight. It's literally immediately fireballs juggling everybody. Once they get a good fireball angle and it sends somebody up for the split, you can see Goodman getting right in there trying to make sure to capitalize on a single target. It's really good play. And back to our positions once more. Ooh. Actually, it looks like we might actually... No, they're backing off again. Invis play coming out, sending Smile in. Zero Nice looking for a little bit of chip damage here, keeping an eye on his enemies. Again, we don't know if they're going to be going for the flank, so Zero's kind of playing. He's like peeking out in the corner there to make sure he's
Going
got
for
all
the
three
big
targets.
Oh, but he's gonna get caught out with the fireball splash.
That fireball splash, like I said, Smile getting right in there,
Oh.
capitalizing perfectly. Wizard in the corner goes down.
It's not looking
And
good.
poor Rafidi is alone again. That is heartbreaking to see. Oh, but he is not. He's
But he
alone.
picks up
He is
one.
not out of options.
He did not go down without a fight, that's for sure.
As long as Shadow of Enjoyers is on match point, if they lose this round, it is over for them. Wonder how they'll respond.
That is one of the sad things to see as a cleric, is being the last man standing. You know, you always want to, if you're going to pass out with your heals, you want to make sure you got everything gone first before you died. Being the
That's
last
why I
man
prefer
just means...
the cloth cleric with the judgment, because you can play your HP more,
Yep.
in my opinion, and do more while your teammate is struggling. Help them make some
Very
space.
true. Very true. Going to take the Prot Shrine, make sure he's a bigger meatball than average. Looks like they're playing that corner again. Smile taking position, going to wait for an Invis, possibly close the gap very quickly again, because it seems like once he sees Zero get a little bit further out from that corner, they're trying to capitalize with that fireball splash. Every single time Krull has pushed out here, he's been bounced up into a terrible position as a result. Good shots coming out, but that is, again, just buying time right now. That might be enough for him to send it. That might be enough for him to send, but nope. Oh, a lot of damage going out. He's going to need to heal that up. Passive play makes the day stale. Krull, again, he is doing the same thing, getting a little bit too far there. One fireball splash sending him up just sets the dominoes in effect.
Barbar's going out, the push. Oh, no, the fake push, baiting out some spells.
Good job, actually. I'd say that was a good capitalization. And again, they're always watching the sides. You can't be sure there's not a flank at every moment on this map. Once they connected the joining doors on the sides, everybody's had the opportunity to flank here, but they've been just waiting, using it for a passage. Circle looks like it's going to be closing towards our little boy's Song of Shadow, so they might have an advantage here as long as they can keep this match alive. Nice shot on Goodman, but it almost does no damage to him. Crazy.
I think these are
Smile's
getting some arm shots, just some chip damage. Trying to take off the
little
props
bit.
with the crit shot.
Swarm trying to force
Oh,
him
and
out
a
of
little
middle.
bit of a
Smile.
push.
Oh! Smile
Oh.
versus Rafidi in the back line
Oh.
here, but down
and
goes
the
the shotgun.
no.
Oh.
But Goodman's about to go down. Smile of low HP 2, they take pick up 2. And
Here's
2v2,
the
no,
wizard.
1v1. Wizard 1v1. One was crowded, one was not.
He's got a lot of fireballs left.
Explosion landed, but the...
One more.
Oh, and this is...
Oh.
Bad.
He had the explosion on him. I mean, once he tried to re-explode the enemy, that was kind of the death sentence there. You got to switch up, go with an ice bolt, anything else that's left. Fortunately, that's going to be it for the Song of Shadow Enjoyers.
Fortunate.
That's interesting that everybody's sticking to their guns, I have to say. There's no change up in the comps. There's just straight up assuming
One
the
tricks.
map diff on it. Yeah. Oh, all right. It's just crazy to see them. I assume that they're going with more of a map-based setup, like trying to put something together that favors the different maps and is more well-rounded. But once I see that kind of play, it's like in the Asian tournament, we saw Vincent's team swap up quite heavily in those last matches and do a great job sweeping.
Yeah,
So it's like you can either stick with your guns and use what's been working for you, but at that point, you know, both squads have
that is
seen nothing on there.
In fact, that's also a big part of the skill involved. If one of your teammates can
True.
flex, you know, if you have a flex on your teammate, you could always change it up, counter pick, do a counter pick. But like, you could also have these like, you know, specialists that are really, really good at their one class. You got to pick between, you know. That is a lot.
I have seen a lot of that in these
players,
tournaments so far. I was very surprised, and I actually, not trash talk, but I was shocked to say the least when I saw Cappy switch over to Cleric in those last matchups. I really didn't think that was going to be the case, but away he went. Absolutely hammered it home and played a very tight Cleric, really well-placed heals, great positioning. Everything about it was flawless, and that was to say that his fighter was exceptional. His positioning on the fighter was amazing, creating space with the pavis. His parries were absolutely flawless. So,
all right. Well,
Oh yeah.
we'll go to break for now. We have up
excellent.
next on the bracket. We have Firma 52 against Buffball Enjoyer.
Looks like we got some keys in the chat as well. Maybe you guys could enter those in, get a little bit of a bonus.
Little free blue stones.
Perhaps. Anyways, we'll see you guys in about 5 minutes.
And we are back. Oh my goodness. I had a nice break, got myself some water. Make sure you guys stay hydrated. These are some
Oh, yeah.
sweaty games out there right now. Very sweaty games. So
I have some mystical juice on my screen.
actually, yeah.
Mystical juice. Wow.
Yeah,
What kind of effect does that have?
water. I don't know.
I had to mention, I really like your office setup, by the way. It's crazy.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just reorganized the place, you know. I don't know. Just sitting at the office. Gotta.
Does that plant ever need to be watered or?
No. It's fake. Wait, I noticed you have a plant in the back too. Is
That's crazy. Mine is totally real. I water it all the time, but only off stream and when nobody's looking.
interesting?
Ooh.
Is that a picture of my wife?
Is that in the picture? Yeah.
What is that?
Maybe. I'm married to Dark and Darker, so.
Oh.
Interesting. All right. Well,
There is more Firma 52 hype, and I believe we are about getting ready here to jump into the next series.
Yes. Firma 52 versus Buffball Enjoyer. Wonder what the comp is.
Oh yeah, the
lot of
chat
people
is. There's some someone is definitely heavily favored.
Ooh.
Someone.
We got Warlock Druid Barb with the healer Druid, and they are emoting crazy. And we got Warlock Cleric Barb, looking like
Ooh.
close to a
Little bit
mirror
of an-
comp.
Almost a mirror comp. Yeah, it's going to be similar battling
and
play
the-
styles here.
Cleric finally running the proper build.
So
the right
just
build.
which team is getting the favorite right now? I mean, we got Firma 52.
I don't know. I don't see. Maybe Firma
It's like-
52, just a little bit there.
Yeah, like just a little bit.
captained by Seraphim and then Buffball Enjoyers.
So we see
Double
which
buff
healer
policy.
comes out on top right now because, oh, he's going straight out with the Mending Grove to top him off, I see. Last time we saw them Clarity
Both sides.
immediately off here. Oh, that is Bach with the demon form, so this is going to be a lot of a change up here. Really good setup for them. If they can get that Bach out, that's going to help secure the kill. Looks like Neil is going up to take some high ground away, popping a little bit of the PvE out here. Allie's looking for a little holy strike on Sosek. We're going to get ready for the battle of a royal battle here. Sabri and Neil closing the gap, looking for that Bach hit on
The
Sosek,
Bach
and they're
hits.
piecing him up.
Oh,
But Neil goes down,
look
and
at
down
Bach
goes
up.
Sabri. Holy.
And he just gives up.
Wow.
They even got the
Wow.
Bach.
The halberd cleave. And the
I was-
Asian squat. Oh,
With that
man.
much burst damage, I would have expected to see the
Seriously.
Bach really take him apart, but that was a big
Can-
pickup by them.
Can we check the Warlock's perk? Someone said Infernal Pledge. No way, right?
Oh no.
Oh man, he actually took Infernal Pledge for the. Oh, damn.
For what?
Well, they were expecting an enemy demon, but he went Bach instead.
I don't know
But
if
it
that
looks
works
like
on
it,
demon
it
form.
does not matter. Oh yeah, it does.
Interesting. So that was a hard counter pick that now becomes an empty perk slot. Sosek and Ian going right straight into this fight here. Demon is chasing him down crazy. They are falling back. A couple of dark bolts, a little bit of chip damage here. Isn't going to do too much. But in this hallway, it looks like they're going to turn and get ready to battle. Holy Strike's going out with the halberd parry. A little bit of poke from the Bardiche is going to take Sabri to 1 HP. Get some heals. Neil backing off. And down goes Sabri. Neil is still getting jumped out. Get some heals in the backline from Allie. Good plays. Good judgment, but he is now stuck between a rock and a hard place.
You know, coming to cover, but it was not quite enough.
No.
Oh, the B.
Oh, just kill the man.
Just go. Put him out of his
Looking
misery.
like the healer druid is doing better here because he could heal 2 at once, and then the Clark obviously doing the single heal. With the cleave
It's
going
tough.
out, with the cleave going out, the druid seems to be favored in this matchup.
Once a druid gets tagged too, you can't really burst him down. It's not the same sort of healing nor survivability. Cleric really has to get positioning favored, whereas the druid takes one hit, dream walks, and sprints to safety. So that, and
Also,
of course
looking
with
like
the
the
cleric, you need to
demon-
make sure you lock the heals in. If you miss one heal, that's over. And you don't really miss druid heals.
Yeah, looking like the demon is also doing them really good. Seeing how demon is not going down compared to the BLC player.
We have a repeat corner play here, it looks like. They're gathering in the hallway. Out goes the heals. It's keeping the buffs up. Good healing. Now they're just going to space it out. Perhaps maybe they're just going to make a little bit more plays for high ground at this point, or... We got the Benny Hill theme playing in the background. Oh, Clarity getting a little bit of space.
Spells. Oh, capitalizing on this time. Good, doing a little bit of split push.
Good communication on that standing, because now we've got Neil just sitting out there by himself. If they pressure him, they could take the kill here, but he's looking for a high ground play. Maybe jumps back to rejoin his team. He is entering full panic mode, but they are going to be able to regroup on the bottom side of the stairwell here. Sosek looking to get aggressive, trying to peel off on the right side.
Pops the balk. They might run that out before they could.
Very
push.
smart play to run out the Bach here. Oh, he's getting
No, they
he
do
gets
not.
the
He
Bach
taps
pick.
it off.
I feel like they're going to get hyper aggressive with that push on Bach, and it seems like they're just going to kite it out, even the duration.
It seems like they tanked the balk on purpose to get it on cooldown. Now they're gonna turn around and push when balk is down.
Yes. Very smart. Neil getting ready to get active there. Good heals in the back
Halberd
line. getting
versus
some big-
Halberd. Bardiche versus
Big
Bardiche.
damage.
The heal valley, not quite enough to keep him alive.
It's just
Goes
tough in that
down.
situation. Yeah.
Heal goes down this.
Wow.
Complete
GG.
domination.
GG.
One down. Now you can see there in the healing difference. That was double the healing of the cleric, and that is not just based on Bach. That's just raw healing. It's tough to compete with, especially with that much damage going out. And over the time of the match, you've got your options for the cleric being to heal preventatively to make sure that when that Bach comes out, it takes from the overheal, or to try and get your teammates back up with the big heals. And they couldn't capitalize on it. And of
Also,
course,
it's-
like Chad is like, yes, with the damage reduction from the druid, everything about it just makes it a lot easier for that druid to get his healing out.
Also, not only the healer difference, it is the definitely parry difference we saw.
There was a big
With the
parry in that
demon-
matchup.
Yeah.
You know, all I'm gonna say is Firma's team is hitting many more parries than Buff Ball Enjoyer, and I think that also makes the biggest difference.
It's very true. With that setup, with this wipe giving us the addition to two-hand parry everything, that is something that people need to get more in line with. And it seems like a little bit of an imbalance on that matchup. So we'll see if they're going to mix it up or just keep with it for the next matchup here. I'm interested to see because, like I said, so far, almost nobody has changed. So maybe we'll see a little bit of a perk swap. Maybe he's going to drop the Infernal Pledge.
Maybe the
Thoughts?
enemy Warlock is gonna pick up the Infernal Pledge. Hold on.
Ooh, that would
Wouldn't
be
be a
an
bad
interesting
idea.
play. Especially with the amount of
That's
damage
what I would
going
do.
out from that demon.
Dude,
And I think we're about ready to get back in there again.
Perhaps. Let's see.
Also, again, everybody has been pretty excited with the Firma 52 here, so
open right back in. Let's see if anything changed.
I don't think I've ever read Firma 52 this many times in my entire life.
Oh, he
Maybe
he
we should
does
open the
not
trap.
bring
Shadow
Infernal Pledge
Touch. Looks like he's going to be focusing more with the Chris there
Oh,
since
he
he's
has
dropped
swapped
that further.
to Demon. Let's check the other Warlock. Does he still have Infernal Pledge? And he does.
Ooh, that's big.
This is gonna be heavily favored to
Let's
the
see if they're
Infernal
going to
Pledge
make the
user.
difference.
That's a free 40% magic and physical reduction against that demon.
I am going crazy on the hype right now. I can't wait to see how this one plays out. I love the aura right here, just spraying it everywhere. What's up?
What's up, brother? Oh,
Hey,
and they're sharing a little
cheers.
drink.
I might just have to join them.
Hoping we don't see another, 3-0 sweep. I want to see a competitive match. So,
There have been so many sweeps so far tonight. There's almost like, I don't know, man. I just feel like they need to mix up the matchups here and change the classes. They're really heavily favoring it on the maps, and that goblin always goes right to the door. I don't know what it is about this match.
This map is
doesn't go
going to
for
be
anything.
very interesting for double buff ball.
It's at least the perfect map to have the double buff ball.
Yeah, because it heavily favors, split
This
push,
is the big
not
range
split
bonus.
push.
Yep.
Seems like everyone is sticking together for the time being. Wait, oh, the cleric has swapped to druid? I didn't even know
Yep.
this.
Yeah, so we're going to match up on the healing here and see what goes out. A
Oh.
little bit of damage on Neil.
Crazy damage.
Looking to get a little flank. Sabri is taking a big difference in damage here. Neil getting really low, and the Ruby Silver Halberd takes him down, and down goes Wow. Okay, that
Wow.
went from 0 to 100 real quick.
Oh, yeah. I feel like whichever team hits those Dreamfires won, and Lelia, you're sitting them. Dreamfire's
definitely
doing like almost like a quarter of their HP every time.
Especially considering that is magic damage. Never forget that most people are building into a heavy physical resist. You got the demon building all into that ruby silver plate for the extra PDR, and it's unfortunate that the damage from magic is going right past it. Good sit. Neil just going out there by his
sit.
lonesome. Looks like he's trying to treat with the enemy here.
Gonna
Hyper
stand up
aggressive.
here.
Going with
Buff
the
it up.
ale buff as well, that I hear. I don't know how they can swing with that
Oh, he
ale.
chooses
Sabri
not
taking
to
up
go demon.
80% damage in one swing with no healer in sight to stop the pain. It looks like Sabri is going to get down. Good parry, but down he goes.
And
Ellie
it's
going
looking
in there
like
to give a
this
hug.
might be another clean sweep.
Unfortunately, Aura does not win matches here, but it looks
Just-
like they're still doing great. Yeah.
So many
Treat
clean
taking him down.
parries by Firma 52. It's insane.
Sabri even got the parry, but still was at 20% life when they pulled it off, and getting the swing in there just immediately resulted in their death. This
We're
is
definitely
crazy.
looking at not just a 1-point differential, but like an all-point differential here. With the parries and the heals, both being Firma favored. But no, this might be another clean sweep all the way through.
Right, good to get a little bit more of a slobber knocker on the rights here. Both buffs going out. Demon form activated. Seer is pushing forward, looking for that halberd poke. Playing a little bit more passive this time. Sabri got walled in and looks like they're going to take some damage from that Bardiche. Getting stuffed in the corner. Sabri is getting taken down quick by Layla. Good Dream Fires. Oh my goodness.
And
That's
it is
just-
Are we-
another
it's already-
clean sweep.
What is
It's
happening?
Just
The demon aura farm.
What is happening?
Climb him out. Wait, 1v1 Druid? And he is not. He is not
Well.
biting, it seems.
and
Oh,
it's
and
gone.
we do not get to see
and
him.
GG.
No!
Hey, when you put this kind of pressure on it, I can understand. You know what? I don't want to go for the 1v1. This is a team-based game after all. It's like when I have somebody in the matchups come through, I'm playing cleric, and they're like, "Fight me, cleric." I'm like, "I'm in full cloth. I think I'm going to fight the wall and jump into the pit now." That was such a clean sweep, though. I mean, making the changes didn't really result in any victories for them. So unfortunately, we're going to see, well, I guess fortunately, we're going to see Firma 52 progressing. Buffball Enjoyers is going to get knocked out again. That is crazy.
I think up next we'll have, let's see.
This might be the quickest tournament we had yet with all
I'm-
these clean
I'm-
sweeps.
I can't even, like, they're insane. I do love that they're mixing up every single tournament so far has had a completely different dynamic, big focus on a heavier carries, different team comps. It's actually shocking to me the variation we've seen. I was really expecting in the NA tournament, I wasn't going to see any rogues, and then we had winless rangers with Invis going out. It's a very big mix-up. The class representation is great, except for the fact, did we even see a bard? Has anybody seen a bard yet?
Nope.
No bards?
Bard is
You know, I
complete
think-
ass.
Let's just nerf Bard again. Let's get rid of him entirely. But
Listen,
There's a
that's-
lot of stuff
Bard
going
has
on
Song
in that
of
matchup.
Shadows, so in the main game, listen, it can never be bad.
it can never be. Hey, you know what? They are some Song of Shadow enjoyers, but they're going to have to enjoy it in the shadow because they got knocked out.
Ooh. Let's buck Ranger real
Calm
quick
down,
with the explosive
calm down.
shot.
Oh my goodness. Look at those codes jumping up in the chat. Make sure you get those quickly. They are going like hotcakes.
Get that going.
All right.
Who we
so
got
what
for the
comps we
hype
got
on this
here?
one? I mean, Sork just got dunked on anyways. The Sork is a very strong class, but to be fair,
We got Fighter Bard Ranger. First time seeing this comp in the entire
whoa, crazy.
3 tournaments.
Cleric Fighter Ranger on the backside
Cleric
here.
Fighter, dope comps that we've never seen before.
This cleric, however, is a heavy melee focus. I noticed he didn't take any healing perks, so we're actually going to see a little bit more of an aggressive cleric play. I'm hyped because this is something unusual for the tournaments.
Disarm
Like I
Longsword, the classic.
With the spear backup, too. I like it.
He is out to hunt.
Again, I really like seeing the cleric representation here. He's got some bless. Are we seeing purge shot on the enemy squad here? Because that's going to be a lot of pain if he's trying to buff out. No purge shot on one ranger. Let's see. And no purge shots. So cleric
Can we see
buffs
the
are
other
just going to go
fighter
hard.
inventory? The arm is he only going with the arming sword? Oh wow.
No, the Pavis play.
arming
I'm
sword,
really
sword
surprised.
shield. Arguably the
That-
worst fighter weapons. But we shall
Yeah.
see.
Hey, you know what?
It's been here
That's
the
tough.
longest.
We'll
Maybe
see.
they know it the best, the master.
I'm not going to put anything under the bus here. I'm just going to watch and see. I'm learning here today. You know, I might have 10,000 hours, but we're learning. Def getting a little bit aggressive on the left side here, but he's going to reconvene with his team as he sees that there is a lot of heavy damage coming in.
Second win already popped. Maybe that was a miss.
Probably a misclick. He's pretty much full, so, and he's got the healer backup, so he might get a little bit more aggressive as a result and try to capitalize on it. And again, no overhealing, so the cleric is mostly melee focused here. He's going to have to get in there himself to do some damage and buff up. Looks like a
I was
split
looking
from the
at
cleric on
Jacob Edward Bella favor.
there. A lot of hype chat.
Oh, headshot. Maybe they'll
Big
capitalize here?
damage on Benji. And the
Go
heal
for the
gets
big-
whiffed! Oh,
Ooh, the heal gets whipped. Not only that, but the heal is not good even when it hits. But a
he is
split
very-
mission,
like
they
I
don't know
said,
he's behind. They want to pick up the ranger as a little assassination.
big kill!
Gonna.
Looks like the
Really low.
arming sword is the play.
And they look like they're gonna get packed up. Oh! Hits the disarm. Wait, hold on.
So he's just
I've
saving
seen
second
this
win for the
before.
next round?
Oh. And the squat. Okay, so like, are we ulting this or
That was crazy.
like I thought that was our thing, but I mean,
All right.
I guess everyone's doing now.
New emote. And then we
Anyways.
gotta show it off. Gotta flaunt.
All right. Up the gate again. We're seeing some crazy action here. Let's see if Guma can put some damage on the board. Taking a little bit of chip damage. 2 shots out to put him at half HP with no cleric to bring it back. They could capitalize on it. They are going to push a little bit forward to get some space. Quake going out to put Realize out of position. Def closing the gap. Gets that parry, but backs off. Benji's still playing in the back line here, looking for some more damage. Is very low, and he's trying to heal up slowly. Cleric is just going to watch it all go down. Oh, he's getting in there. It looks like they're splitting. Guma's getting some bashing in there, but he's getting bonked to death. Slavian going absolutely crazy on the swings, gets a little bit more damage out. Has to get the blocker. He's going down. This is a slobber knocker. Everyone's taking their ones. Oh my goodness, down goes Slavian. Down goes Def. And poor Benji is left alone again.
1 HP, 1v3 scenario. They are all low though. I've seen. Oh, one goes down. Wait, can he do it? No, that would have been a clutch. Oh.
That parry would have set it off. That was a crazy set.
If there was any time to clutch, that was it. I saw the vision. It was possible, but
You see the vision because you've done it, okay? Just say it.
oh,
All right.
I will
I'm
say though,
surprised
the break are doing really good against that earthquake. He gets run right there and apply massive pressure.
I thought he was
Not
going to be out of
expecting-
position, but he definitely got back right in there, so.
I think a little close quarter battle here.
Yeah, I think he's a little bit too far out. Nice big quake
Earthquake
on
goes
it.
out.
Guma's right on the side
Oh,
here.
he
Gonna
runs
try to
through
close
the
gap on
earthquake,
Benji.
picks up the ranger.
Good target swaps here. Good target swaps, but it was a little bit too late, and they're going to clean up real quick. Oh my goodness.
We've
No
got
one
a
has
match on our
run
hands.
down. Yes, this is what I like to see. People are taking rounds off each other.
We see the strategy here: earthquaking the DPS and having the fighter run through the earthquake with the breakthrough, just picking them up. They can't do
That is a-
anything. The teammates can't support them. They just fall.
That is a big counterplay. It's pretty much what the cleric is offering right now is a little bit of space that gets immediately denied.
And the cleric building tanky enough to hold that earthquake for long enough.
He can't. With the ranger sitting on him, he's making sure that any second he's got to be very valuable. A little bit of chunk
It's like
damage going down
they
on the left
thought
side.
about the strategy.
I like to see it. Again, I love to see the breakdowns here. Slavian kind of getting slightly out of position here, and Def getting pressed heavily. Oh, a little bit. I
You
love
would
the
think the
weapon
spider
swap here.
1v1 favors the longsword, but we've seen Def do some work versus the longsword.
Worst weapon in the game, I was told, apparently, that arming sword, but he is working it.
Indeed it
Gets
is.
a crossbow, switches the crossbow, which is a little bit crazy aggressive. Realizing his position is disgusting. Puts more damage on Def. Def gonna back up with that second win. Benji putting some hurt in there. I couldn't even see. Slavian got absolutely blasted by the Bardish. They need to finish this kill quick to bring it back.
3v1
He's
on
back
Def.
after trying to heal. Yeah,
It's
it's
looking
not
grim.
looking good for
And he
him.
gets picked up. Benji shooting the
Is
ground.
Benji okay?
He was in his inventory, swapping shit around or stuff around.
Oh no.
And he gets
Oh.
headshot, the jump shot. To
All
seal
right,
the deal.
Our first final fourth or fifth match. I'm surprised they've actually made it. This is the first time we've had a 2-2.
First time we've gone to round 5. That
It's
is
a very
exciting to
interesting
see.
copy pasta.
Oh, copy pasta.
That is very,
That
very
is.
creative
that's-
use of
I
characters.
want to.
I
All
don't
right.
know really what this means, but
I'm just gonna pretend it means something totally nice. Realize getting
Yeah,
out on the
you-
left side here, pressing up on there is gonna be Slavian, but they're gonna back off and let him heal up. Full buffs on the team, dropping off to get a little bit of an angle here, trying to put some pressure on Slavian to keep him from W keying in once more. Guma playing corners and looking for a little bit of a speed. Nope, he's backing off. Def, they don't even know he's over in the corner, I think. So we're going to see him back off, play a little more passively. This is the final round, so... Whew, is a little lower than I'd expect him to be for sitting on that high ground, but he is playing absolutely crazy. No damage out yet, though. Everyone's just kind of relaxing. They're trying to make some space so he can heal himself up. Looks like Def is watching the approach. He is going to get in from the side here and go for the ones. They're taking the ones on the side while they're playing the staircase, but if they collapse on Realize right here, but nope, they are back to grouping. Everyone is going back to the group. Goma getting really heavy in there. Going to go swinging that Barty's crazy style, going right onto Slavian, backing off as he gets chunked down by the Ranger. Everybody's splitting. Realize doesn't want to stop. He's getting in crazy style, takes down Benji. Realize still swinging crazy on Def. Doesn't care. Doesn't even matter. He doesn't mind. Please beat him up.
The
Gets
parry!
the parry. Oh my gosh.
Oh, it is close. It's still winnable.
Is he going to go for the surge? He's only got big heals, so unfortunately he is going to need to hit that surge kid.
They are keeping up the pressure, and he is not the fastest class.
Oh, why you got to bring that up,
Oh, no.
man?
Oh,
That was a
headshot.
crazy shot.
I
Looking like
don't think it's enough.
bonk.
But yeah.
Hey.
Oh,
Oh.
let's hit the damage here. I think Noki has some
No one
crazy
asked.
damage.
Take
Oh,
that.
insane.
That was all right. All right. That was a good start. I'm finally seeing some round 5 plays. An actual fight is being put up by the squads here. So, and to see the cleric play was very hyped for me personally. A little bit less on the healing, more focused on melee, something we hadn't seen in the tournament really before. That was actually utilized to the best of its ability. So great plays from both squads. Great showing. Great parries, positioning. I am actually impressed here. This is definitely one of the more cinematic, probably the quickest of the tournament so far, but definitely one of the most cinematic I've seen.
Oh yeah, especially when they have some mirror classes like fighter, ranger. We get to see some
Yeah.
differentials here, but it looked like the Rangers had similar damage, similar like accuracy, positioning. I will say they had
Double
their moments,
longbow
but
play too. And then the fighter going
yeah.
with the arming sword, the worst weapon in the game, according to some people. But still with the
what?
thorn shield, no heater shield, he wasn't really working to capitalize on it. He had the Pavis, but he never swapped to it. I don't think I ever saw him bring out the Pavis in that.
He was definitely going for the DPS picks, this fighter, so he did not need the longsword. You know, slow and cumbersome weapon, not as good as something that could just get in there and, slam him out.
I'm just hyped to see that there was actually a little bit of a difference here because, again, that's not something I'm used to seeing is the cleric play with the aggression. But with that kind of a damaging ranger and fighter, it's tough to keep up. You either need to focus fully on healing or focus fully on melee. So I wouldn't even put it past to see him go DP smite for the final round. So I got my fingers crossed that we see a little bit more full melee focus cleric for this one. I feel like that would at least allow him to do more trading in there because the heals are generated to do nothing. The bless, really not that much value to all. And the prots, they fade off so quickly, especially considering you've got your own 9 prots ready to go. So
They are
Like
only
you have a lot to say about the clerics.
there are only common rarity potions by the rule
yeah,
set. So
I believe that's
they-
what is it, 15 or 20 damage from the common. I don't know. I don't use them.
Yeah, I mean, we don't usually use them. You're chugging the purple pots or blue pots in Arena, right? Surely.
It seems like the
Surely you want
Chaz
that
picked
Warlord.
their next victim.
Well,
What's that?
But, yep. I hope that's a farmer picking up, farming
yeah,
some
he's dropping the
carrots.
corn. He's just dropping
Yeah.
that. Is that corn or carrot?
Is that carrot?
It's a
I
carrot.
think that's
It's a carrot.
Yeah, he's uprooting the carrots to have for lunch. That's what's happening.
He's just busy in the fields, guys. Just busy in the fields. He's working it.
All
That's
well,
all. He's
we
busy
are
working
ready
it.
to get in there.
Excellent.
Right, any switch ups here?
Any switch ups?
Is not spell reflect instead of the disarm because that was not getting
Let's
much
see if he's going to
value.
get any value on the next side, though, because that disarm was going to get more value, but they have no spells to reflect this time. So, unfortunately, the only thing that's going to work against is Smite and possibly Purge Shot if the Ranger picks it up.
Ooh, swapping to Ice Fang Lightbringer for the full DPS.
I feel like Def is going to be very much in a W key heavy state with that kind of a setup right now. It's not looking great for him on the no one asks side. The counterplay pick is not going to be realized by Realized. Well, let's see if they can get some value out of it. Do not necessarily need it, like it'll work against Smite. Maybe that's all they're hoping it for. Some Holy Strikes, a Smite, maybe a Quake. let's see what happens.
I'm expected to see Realize get sliced up by that Lightbringer Ice Fang combo, but we shall see.
It's impossible to block that Ice Fang. It really is, especially if you're trying
It
to
is
parry it with
definitely-
a weapon.
It's definitely parryable with a longsword, but that might be the only, or like one of the only good ways to win.
Let's see what we got. Again, taking high ground. Going to spray some damage down there. Gets a couple of good hits. Loses his shield. Double shot going out. Big damage on Looks like Realize is finally busting out the Pavise. Going to play a little bit more passive here. Buffs going out. They are getting ready to get in there. They say we want to take this to the end, so they are going to press up here. Unfortunately, he is sitting high ground, so they need to knock him out. Big damage on him. He needs to sprint back and get those heals going before he gets crossbowed. Looking for that shot. Misses. Big Quake on Realize. Doesn't have the breakthrough to get out, so he's switching to the Pavise. Second win going out. They know they got to capitalize on this before they start healing up crazy style. But they're playing a little bit more passive than I expected here. Big
Oh, he gets
kill
picked
on
up with the headshot.
Holy!
The buff from the Divine Strike doing massive damage with the longbow headshot,
That is a nice +5 there. I'm surprised he actually got that shot.
and the Earthquake
Another
with
Quake.
Benji on the longbow. Realizes seems to be.
They could still pick it up here as long as he plays that Pavise. Swap it out to get some more spacing, but it's looking like they're just getting collapsed. Down they go to the fun part of the map.
Looking like a
Looks like
melee
they're smart
battle
staying
here.
together.
Oh, Realize getting on the back line.
Ooh, that's
But it is
dangerous with
just
that War
not
Maul in
enough.
close quarters. Oh,
Ooh. There was a shot, but very
there was a chance. I saw the vision. That War Maul was going to get crazy in there if they got too close. They have to play around those torches and sconces to make sure that it bounces off instead of cleaving their heads off. Keep in mind, these are
That
the
is-
top of the top players. They're not just great aimers, they are great dodgers as well. So keep that in mind. You're not just shooting bots.
like.
Some of them are bots. But this is some heavy gameplay going. And Realize looking for a flank. Going to bring out the Pavise and try and push to get some spacing here. Dev's caught him on vision, so they know exactly where he is. He's going to have to fall back or else they'll split push. Good high ground plays from Benji. A couple of big damage chunks going out there. And looks like he's going to heal it off.
Every time he jumps, Unoki, it's kind of like a free shot.
It is a free shot, and
Gotta
he
be
knows how to
careful.
take advantage of it.
Oh,
Good Quake on
uh.
Guma, but it's going to be caught early and backed out. Realize still looking for this flank. I'm not sure what he's going to do with it. If they collapse on him in any of those moments or put a Quake on it, he's going to be in big danger. Maybe they're trying to bait it out here, but maybe it's a distraction.
Still jump peeking, but it is working both
That-
for him.
Hey, if he's hitting the shots, then it doesn't matter if he's taking the shots. Good crossbow onto the Cleric.
Oh,
2 hits
that
out.
was Realize.
Big fight going
Go
on.
for the parry fish.
Break Castellan Dagger.
Eh.
Play.
Oh,
That's-
could
it's
not
like
hit
we said,
that parry.
it's one of the hardest things to hit here. Guma going in to try and get some damage on Def. Def going to 1
Ooh.
HP, misses
Oh,
the final
dodges the-
swing,
No,
but gets the kill with
You
the
know,
We got a
get
2v2
it.
on our hands. Gun at 1 HP. Benji might be able to pick him up here. But goes
He's
for the
got to play
ranger instead.
aggressive.
Baits out the shot, triple miss. Wait, no, 1 hit. Got the Divine Strike. He has to hit a shot here.
Benji
You got a
wrapping
pinch
around.
going. Maybe he's gonna jump down.
He's got to jump down and connect with his teammate, or they're going to get farmed.
Come on.
Good dodges. Oh, with the
Oh, yeah.
180s. Guma looking to create some space.
Really trying to get the ranger, but just
Guma
can't
can
quite get him.
capitalize on Slavian right here. He
Ooh.
can slay out if he gets that hit, but there's just too many smites right
Crazy
through.
block and
Oh
then
my goodness.
into the seal in the deal. Oh man. Okay.
That was some good shots. They're down 2, but let's see if they can bring it back up here. I think, again, this is just, it's unfortunate when you make a big play changer, like bringing in Spell Reflect, and they just don't have anything to utilize it. You're down an entire skill slot. And in this kind of a tournament, that's going to be the make or break session. Benji looking to get that high ground spot. It's a little unknown jump spot to get that perch here. Looking for some damage.
So using Darkness to his advantage, even though he is full buffed.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's pretty lighten up. Putting some damage out, but is going to have to back off. Realize still looking for a crazy flank. He's not getting much value over there in the corner, but And he needs to maximize the value with the lack of that bonus perk slot. So it seems like just he's trying to create space with it. Looking like he's going to get in the back line here, maybe cutting off Def from getting back to his teammates.
Realize-
They're playing
A
tight.
little out of position.
Realize completely solo. Got to
but
do
now
all
they
pushing,
finally
but
noticed
now
it.
they're getting pinched themselves.
Can he close the gap
It's a
fast
split.
enough? Sleffy backing up. Down he goes to the party.
Benji 1 HP. You know, gonna slam him out.
Ooh.
Oh, he's making a last stand.
Oh!
Excellent block from Guma.
Oh my.
And gonna just dodging the fighter.
They know
And
it's
this is
final,
looking
so they're
pretty
just trying to
grim.
play it. Yeah.
Realize popping the surge, so maybe it'll be unnecessary, but
And they're on the board.
they are on the board. Map 2 not complete.
I feel like if you even look at the damage right there, Realize is barely scuffing past 3 digits. Unfortunately, the change in play as far as what they were hoping to get matched up against is really causing suffering. Not to mention the positioning was a little bit awkward, pushing out like that so many times. I think he's trying to make the best out of a bad situation right now. He realizes that he is not in the best way. Giggity.
Realize getting picked up by Def a lot of the time. He's getting singled out.
He's creeping around the corner here.
Oh, Gunna
And
kind of out of
immediately Def's
position.
going in there.
Oh,
Two
God,
tapped.
who's tapped him? They've got to play now. They're panicking to make it even. Oh,
Yeah.
what?
And
No.
they get collapsed on. Are we gonna have another 2-2?
Two?
Yes.
Are we really gonna have
Two.
another match or fifth round? This is.
Hold
I
on.
like this. This is good. This is good.
That comeback? Wait a minute.
I spoke too soon. Realize has gotten a lot of capitalization on those flanks. He's just putting them out of position. He's scaring them. They don't know what's going on. They're seeing him coming for the flank. They're like, what does he know?
Can only hope
he's
we
gonna
go
take
to
the
map
W.
3. If Team Jacob can pull through.
Big
I'd love to see
damage
another
going
Uno
on.
2-2.
versus Benji. Benji taking the damage lead.
I think they forgot about the PvE here. That skeleton. took a
Oh,
little
Uno
bit
getting
of
caught
damage.
out. Oh, and he gets
Holy!
completely assassinated. Def taking the 1v1 with the Gunna. Nope, opted not to.
Kuma needing to get in there, but unfortunately that is a split team. They're regrouping on the bottom side here. Def getting a little bit out of position here. Maybe they're going to split and look for the flank.
Playing
Too
not
much
so safe,
PvE
which
creating
they would've-
problems.
I would assume they would have played more safe in the 2-2. Looks like they want to keep up the pressure, and I'm here for it. Benji, solo.
Letting
This might be an
Benji cook a
opportunity
little
for
bit.
them. They've got to pick.
Good luck.
Who to push.
Good luck catching the Ranger here. I would say the best bet is to immediately split and focus on those melee, but they are getting really chunked down. Guma kind of getting in there,
Guma
trying to
bench.
still chase Benji. Can he go for the flank on the other side? No, he's going to 180 and go for the swings. Gets the parry, but doesn't get to capitalize on it and gets down bang. Oh my.
In a
Def's
1v3
still swinging
situation.
crazy. Oh, but he hits the
Except
parry!
one.
It's not enough.
Oh. There was a
So
moment.
that's it. We are going to the next map. Finally. Let's go.
All right. Man, that Benji snipe. Holy.
That completely swung it. I think he was jumping off high ground and just caught him as he rounded the corner. That was a great shot. I'm really
I
impressed.
think he had Bless and Divine Strike helping him get the triple shot off. Completely across
It's all
the
they
map.
needed to do. They saw that hurting him. They saw him cowering with his tail between his legs, and they made sure to collapse. And they took him down pretty swift. And this is going to actually be one of my more hyped matches because we're going into the final round here, and everybody's even on the board. I'm assuming now that we're going to see Realize drop the spell reflect for something more favorable because I don't want to say it wasn't. Well, it just didn't get any value at all during that entire match. There's really nothing to see about it. So maybe we'll pick up another Adrenaline Rush or go back to Disarm here because it seems like it might have cost him on that one. It's a big tournament here. Every single skill perk, everything matters. It's all part of the game plan. So we'll see what kind of change-ups they're going to make in the next round. You think they're going to swap off any characters or going to stick with what they got?
I'm thinking we're gonna see some fighter perk skill changes for sure.
Definitely on the fighter, but I think they're still going to keep the meta as far as what seems to be working right now. I see Slavian staying on the cleric and maybe getting some more of that healing focus, but that was an interesting matchup. I will say that. Maybe even imagine if they try to switch off and one of them picks up Wizard and he drops Spell Reflect. That would just be tragic.
Not seeing
That
as
would
many
be-
wizards as I expected to see.
Yeah. I mean, to complement that squad, I feel like a wizard was, you know, I'm with Realize. I would have put Spell Reflect on. I expected to see a wizard, but we haven't seen one, and that was unfortunate for them. Any caster would have been a beneficial pickup on that, but
The teams
it's one of those perks.
are
Go
loading
ahead,
in.
and we're getting back in it.
Yep.
All right, we have
Back on the
disarm back on
disarm.
there. Smart play. Let's see. Everything else seems to be the same pickup here. No purge shots. Anything changed on it? Levian still with the big, yep, and second wind adrenaline rush. Yep,
I
still the
see.
same setups on both, or rather with the change up from the fighter, but we'll see if it's
Sticking
going to
to
be
their
enough to
guns.
give them the win.
Looking like the same map potentially? No, it is not. It's a double lane.
Ooh.
Again, this map with the mid control being very important.
Got my fingers crossed that it's not a sweep. Ooh, we have no audio?
Sure muted. We are having some technical issues here, but Benji for across the map snipes fully buffed.
There you go.
A
Sorry.
little bit of
And audio
damage
is
going
back.
out.
My bad. Probably shouldn't be replying to Twitch messages. Sorry.
You do what you need to do, baby. Looks like they're going to split up. Realize again going for the flanks, but since the PvE is up this round, it is pretty noticeable. But they're taking control of the middle section here and making sure they don't get a split off to the side. Looks like they're just going to stay towards Swan. Big damage on coming out from Benji, hitting every shot. And he takes him down from the long range. Oh my.
Yet
Oh.
again, completely assassinated, and they're gonna 2v1 Gunna here. Gunna picking up one though, but he gets picked up.
Realize can still bring it back here if he can close the gap, but Benji knows how to play this and riddle him full of holes. Looking like a porcupine situation for poor Realize here. He's surprisingly healthy for the way he is playing right now. That is one big meatball. He could put some damage out here, but he's backing off. It looks like he wants to heal, but he needs to cap. Oh, he's switching. Big bait, and the PvE is going to corner him with him. Can he get the parry? He gets it, puts the damage out, but he gets taken down by Slot. Good plays on there. Good plays. When I saw him go for the heal, I thought he was going to immediately do that 180 spin because I watched that happen in a match against one of my friends here, Vincent, and that was the first and only time that he ever got that. Once they know that you're going to try and get that play, they tend to peel off a little bit faster. Great plays by Benji. Great shots, again, across the map with the kill. Oops, stuck in the doorway. Big buffs, a little bit of Ranger trade into action across mid here.
Uno
Double shot going out.
looking to regain his honor, trying to snipe Benji.
Realize still getting aggressive on those plays. They're going to sandwich Def between them. Looks like Def is out of position, a little bit too heavy here. Realize putting big damage. Second win in the corner. Put that Pavis. Maybe he's... No, he's getting aggressive. They split back into it and push down Realize.
Realize just caught in an unfortunate position, getting double boxed. It's excellent for Team Jacob Edward Bella, though.
They had the aggression on the push. I feel like they hesitated, and that's immediately what caused them to collapse there. Because if they just would have aped in a little bit harder, but it's one of those money situations when there's a lot on the line, you're not sure of your plays, and they got taken down. I was looking forward to them sandwiching him, but it got a reverse sandwich.
Hold on.
Will we see a reverse sweep in this map 3?
I'm expecting to see another game 5, but who knows?
One can hope.
4 jars. Realize again going for the flank. At this point, they have to know it's coming. This is the third map. They got to know he's going to be going for it, and they put some damage out. But Guma's going to take some chunks, and looks like Guma's trying to get a little bit of that hallway action here, but Benji's not going to let him get an inch. Realize they're splitting crazy right now. If they catch Realize, if Flavian jumps on him, they could capitalize on this, but he should be dipping back a little bit sooner. Damage just spraying across the map right now. We might actually see the circle close in. Who knows? actually see a circle closing in the EU matchups.
Very exciting.
Oh, he's
Death going
switching
in.
to put pressure on Realize. Looks like he's going out with the Lightbringer. Swinging crazy in the Iceman. Swinging at matchup. Gets the parry. But it is the disarm, and unfortunately, Slevine is going to take down Guma and Realize in that corner.
Not looking good.
It's still a chance.
Situation. Oh.
There it
The
is.
short sword comes out. A
Edward
clean
Jacob.
3-0.
And Bella. W team. W Twilight, I think it is. I'm not familiar with it. You know, Barbie and Twilight and all that stuff is out of my wheelhouse. So, what a matchup, though. We actually did finally get into some real gameplay there. I like to say that we have some back and forth. We have some swaps. Everybody's actually getting an aggro. Like that was I was waiting to see if they waited till the final swarm on that one, but they wanted to pick it up quickly. When you're up that many rounds, you can easily close the gap. You can even sacrifice one or two if you're feeling really, really, you know, if you're feeling spry, you get in there and you capitalize on it. Most of the time, since it's a very passive map, if you're not up, you want to kind of whittle some damage down, but they really got in there and they slobber knocked it out. That was a good fight.
Yeah, like, let's take a look back at
We're gonna get ready for the semifinals here.
I'll say
goodness.
there was one man that was shining brighter than everyone. Benji. With
Benji's shots were
complete
crazy.
assassinations with the bless plus divine strike across the map.
It takes
Those
a
are
lot
very
for them to
impressive.
capitalize on it. Like the knowledge of when you hit those shots to make sure you're focusing up to hit the final shots, especially when you put them on the ropes. It's like, you know, you hit those first couple of hits and you have to really seal the deal. He sealed the deal. He locked in for the final hits. He took him down pretty quickly. So I was impressed with that. Good jobs to Benji.
Oh yeah.
And with, ooh, look at that. Some codes going out in the chat here.
There are a lot of codes.
A lot of codes, guys. Enjoy. Looks like set number 5 we're going to be getting into with team number 5. I'm excited. Again, Chileno was a favorite in there. A lot of the people were focusing on it, and I like to see the play. I think he was doing amazing. I think everybody so far in this tournament has performed exceptionally.
Oh yeah, but I am kind of worried to see these healer druid versus these, you know, these full melee no healer comps. You know, I'm wondering.
I think the next setup is going to be, like we said with at the start, you were talking about how hyper aggressive the EU matchups are. I think we might see a change up this time around with the druids being the big focus. So maybe we'll be back and forth to a little bit longer matchups. Maybe even see a couple of game 5.
Yeah, let's take a look at the bracket
Match
again.
5.
We are actually looking.
Ooh-wee. This is excitable, and it's going to be a big battle. I'm wondering if they're going to see any change-ups after the first match, you know, once they've finished the round, if they're going to be switching up, if they're going to stick to it again. Because everybody's really been, I don't want to say hard-headed isn't the word, dedicated is what I would call it. They are dedicated to their specs, to their comps, to their characters. Not many mix-ups here. I'm wondering who chat's got for the favorite this time, and why that man keeps picking corn. He's a great farmer.
He has been hard at work.
He's been hard at work in those fields, so good for him, you know? Respect to those hardworking farmers that keep our plates filled with delicious treats.
Well, we are getting ready to get here into the next match. Contestants are getting ready to queue. We'll be in the game shortly.
Let's see. I just love to see the differences in comps, you know? Once they put forth their best effort, after that match ends, the brain processing going through to figure out exactly how you're going to pick it up. And if the winning team does swap and you counterpicked, like we saw with that spell reflect, then it might just put you out of your entire perk or character.
Chileno
back on the barb.
Barb wizard,
Yeah.
same setup. One with morale boost as well.
Ooh, I don't think we had the morale boost at all last time, did he? It's been so long.
It has been so long. And we're seeing the wizard fighter barb. No, neither team switching it up. Sprint. Interesting choice. 10 spell wizard versus 10 spell overload wizard.
I think it's going to the one with the extra fireballs. Just saying. That's my favorite song.
No way, me too.
And yes, like Chad has brought up, I hadn't seen any Sork and no Bards so far, but everything else has had at least some representation. Good fireball on the door to get the action going here. Straight out to middle, looking like he's just going to invis himself in, which is crazy. Dottie getting on that angle here. It's going to be a 2v1 on the side. Smile getting really aggressive. Dottie having to back up and collapse to his team. Duty, sorry.
Fireball direct after fireball direct. Toledo on the back line with the wormhole. Can he pick one up? Oh, and he headshot Smile. Novi kind of in trouble here in between a couple people. Will he pick up Duty though on his way out to escape? He does. This is still winnable.
Bring this. PvE is doing work this round right here. I'm surprised. Nobody wants to
hit the
focus on
1v2.
Goodman going for the chase of his life, spinning over to get some battles on Chileno. Chileno swinging that Warmaul crazy. That's another thing about the Warmaul is good luck. If you are playing aggressive with the Warmaul and swinging it crazy style like he is, it's a very tough parry. I know that people are going to look at it and say, oh, it's just swinging like a left and a right. Yeah, well, when you're swinging at the toes, going for a hilt hit, like you just have to be ready for it. The best way to not get hit by the Warmaul is to not be in its swing pattern.
Going for the parry could be really rewarding or really deadly. Usually really deadly. Oh, Duty seems to have disconnected.
Looks like he might have crashed here.
Oh, no, he is back.
All right. They have closed the gap across the middle here, and Goodman looking for a flank on the right side. They're still staying very tight quarters, putting some hastes out. They need to collapse on Goodman, but they are being focused on both sides. Smile looking for a pick on Chileno. Chileno swinging crazy, gets the parry, puts out 2 hits, but he gets taken down by the Centaur's madness. Got a stick on Chileno's, trying to close the gap with that Viking sword, getting real aggressive. One book bunk almost brought him to his knees, but he gets the kill, and Goodman is going to chase down Chileno. Maybe pick this up here. Now we got a little bit of a... Nope. He's gone.
Nope.
He's gone.
The turnaround Wormhole.
Yep.
Never fails. Chileno completely showing why he was the main focus of a lot of the viewers here.
Yeah, he's putting on a
5
good show
kills.
for us.
It's a good
tough.
showing.
That's putting a little bit shots down range, just relaxing for a moment while they split for the flanks. 3 invis is going out, and they're coming right down middle. Hyper aggressive play from Blue, and we are seeing him pressure Duty in the corner. Big slow, letting Chileno work him from behind. And Duty isn't going to get picked up. Smile isn't going to get that value, but there's no deaths on the board, so he could possibly reset. Down goes Gab in the spawn. One more Franny, and he is out of there. Poor... Oh my, he's getting into the spawn. This is going to be a battle.
Big
zap.
Situation.
Tough to fight with the Wormhole around those lights, but he's making it happen. Crazy plays from Chileno.
He's 1 HP though. We might be able to see a Wizard 1v1 here. Chileno surviving for
They let him through the
so
doorway.
long. Oh. They're opting to keep the pressure up.
Smart play. One more hit takes him down, but if he gets that fireball... Oh, and Zap will bring him down.
Zap seals the deal. 3-0 on the first map.
It seemed like Smile didn't get much value out of Barbarian in that one. Unfortunately, he kind of just... I don't want to say there was a difference in the skill, but there was definitely a difference in the level of aggression. There was a big slow on there, and let the peel go off, and well, they capitalized hard on him.
Oh yeah, Chileno really showing that the Wormhole is the armor pen especially really high damage, really high zoning.
The swing pattern, the damage, the armor pen, And it's a skill, I would say it's one of the higher skilled weapons because you can, just like the Zwei, you clip a wall, you might as well give up and log off because you are a dead man. So he was showcasing it in those tight corridors, especially in that lamp play at the very end. I couldn't believe he didn't hit the lamp. He really manipulated those swings well played. Good job.
He must
Shouts
have
to
a
Chileno for that.
really high sensitivity.
He's swinging crazy style.
Oh yeah.
Was Chileno running Crush? I was not sure. Like it was.
I don't think so.
Was he?
I don't know. I feel like
Also-
you still can get like a
also,
heater shell block on that, right?
Yes, the chat isn't updating. It is Firma52 instead of idle up at the top there. So
It should be idle. Okay, I'll fix that.
yes, sir.
Let's get.
We'll get that adjusted. Thank you.
Let's get us into the game though. They are.
If there's gonna be any changes, I don't expect any. And yeah, seems like the same.
Same setup for
Everything seems
Yep.
the same. Yeah.
another mirror match. If it's not broken, don't fix it.
The two-hander increasing the already high armor pen.
That is crazy
Third shot.
damage. Oh, well, that's not going to get any value. I mean, hasten and Viz can still be purged, but when you had a hasten and Viz target and you're trying to shoot them, I wish you luck. But we got the top of the top Rangers, so be careful.
Third shot. Yeah.
This map also, I don't think, would be an unfavorable Warmaul map. There's much less terrain to swing into, especially with those hallways and lanes. So maybe we'll see a different sided flank, but
What do you think? Are you expecting a clean sweep yet again, or?
honestly, I'm expecting to see Chileno absolutely swing that thing crazy into someone's face. I just feel like the Warmaul is one of the more defining barbarian weapons, and he is really mighty with that Warmaul. In the right hands, it's probably the most dangerous weapon in the game. And he's going crazy for that flank. Like we said, he's looking for the angle. Mob is going to spawn. He is going to kill it with one tap. He's backing off. He thinks they're collapsing on him. The team comms here need to be on point for Chileno to get that spacing. And it looks like he sends out an invis to take a peek, and they see him backing off, so they know to still stay together. And everybody is back to their corners.
We gotta look at the zone, see where we're headed.
Oof.
Not determined
It
yet.
hasn't quite closed yet. There we go.
First one is going to bring him a little bit towards middle here. Based on the previous play, I think Duty's going to go for a hard flanker, at least enough to draw them towards the corner so they can create space in the middle.
A shout out to Apollo for working the camera. It alleviates a lot of my.
Oh, and
And they are split pushing
pushing.
right through, and they are going to have to get him in the corner, back to regrouping in the hallway, and Chileno is going to capitalize, but nope, he's backing off a little bit. Big fireballs going out.
He's in a trap.
Ooh.
Oh, what's it? When was that? When did that happen? Half his
See,
HP
go down.
gone.
Both teams going to take a little bit of time here to reset while the swarm closes in.
Swarm.
Duty got 5 fireballs left right here. He can really piece up Goodman with those zaps. And they're all stuck in the fireball corner of the lifetime. Big damage coming out here, but is it enough? Chileno swinging the Warmaul, hits the wall, and he's getting half HP.
Flanking
Can he get the
twice.
kill with the morale boost? Down he goes. Oh, we have a 1v1.
Descended so fast.
I think
When
he
it goes
got-
down, it goes down.
He hit that wall, I think, and that's all it takes, especially in that corner. Like you said, the Warmaul is one of the hardest weapons. If you touch a wall, that recoil is insane.
But it didn't matter. The pressure he put on was enough for them to do the 2v1, pick up the
He
fire.
created a
and
lot
seal
of
the deal.
space. He's doing great on creating space. That's all he needs, you know?
Did the damage too. I mean, it was an easy cleanup for the Ranger.
I thought he was going to secure that morale boost, but looks like the Duty's getting a little bit more aggressive on the side. Going to fall back to his team here, taking control of middle very quickly. So at least it looks like they have all 3 in view, and they know they're in the middle, so they don't have to worry about a flank. So they're going to be mainlining down mid. A lot more passive play on this round as we are getting into the semis, so I expect to see more swarm location determined matches. Out goes the shout. Looking for that stick. Gets it in Viz and going to rotate towards his team. He knows that Chileno getting behind Smile, swinging crazy on him. Good zap. Poor Just Gab is getting pressured hard. They're going to need to take advantage of him in the middle here. Smile getting half HP'd. One more swing to the face. Looking for the blocks. Oh my goodness, right to the face. Big pickups on Chileno and Newell. Let's see how they're going to play this one out. Poor Goodman is kind of stuck. Big slows going out on him. Yeah, big slows. And he gets taken down by the Centaurs. Oh my. There's still danger in that Smile, though. He's going to get that Surge Kit off and get right back in. He could play Storm here and play a little bit more passive around corner. Yeah, I see that. He is just kind of relaxing. He knows he has to wait for the Swarm on this setup, unfortunately. Oh. Oh, no. Oh, chest off already and traps down.
Duty getting some spell back.
Hey, he knows what he's got to do here. He's not really able to push against that. They're going to kite him infinitely through the middle, so. And now we finally get to see some Swarm play.
This is what I was expecting. Not this late in the tourney, but
as we get later into the matches, you know, I understand. I would absolutely support this. Absolutely. And that
silence in the dungeon.
Yeah, I want to see where this final circle takes us here, because this is what's going to be determining on it. So that poor Ranger Wizard has to go against a Barbarian in that little tiny space.
Rechecking where his trap is.
Looks like it's favoring Baguette right here, so he is going to have to come out from his little hole. Big slow, enough space.
Crazy
being made
dodges.
Oh,
multiplied.
Ooh, and yeah.
Yeah. Once that melt goes down, it is very, very difficult.
Good on the slows and letting his Ranger create space on it. The circle really, that matchup went down to who's got the circle. If they would have pushed around the corner and it been on high ground there, it could have been really dangerous, but. Looks like they're already going for the split, huh? Crazy style split flank. Duty just getting right up in there. When you're up like that, you gotta get aggressive. Good split flanks. Everybody stuck together. Rendu is a trap, sitting at the corners. Fireball spamming going out. Chileno looking to get in there against Smile. Smile has his back turned to him. Gets two big hits out. Duty with 1 HP. Chileno saves his life, but he gets taken down. Chileno swinging crazy style on Goodman. One more swing to get the morale boost, and Newell Boy is in the corner. Good shots from the Just Gab. One more to take him out. And
that's it.
Down he goes.
Clean sweep yet again.
That is an example of how you capitalize on that 2-0 lead. They were willing to get aggressive, willing to do the split, and just ape right in there. And I think it caught him off guard, since the passive play was most of what they were hanging on to for the previous rounds. It's a very, I would say, high-tier adjustment based on the meta of, well, you're up 2 rounds, might as well just send it. Get it over with. Caught him off guard and took advantage of it. That is some dangerous swings by Chileno too. Like I said, they're swinging against that the lantern, or sorry, the torches, and just avoiding it, making sure he's not hitting the wall, making sure he's capitalizing on the back end of that. Great positioning, great aggression, great passive play in the last rounds. It's a good job. And again, I'm liking the representation of the different classes here so far, but we'll see if it continues through, since now, unfortunately, they have been taken out of the tournament, and I think we go into
next semifinal. Yeah.
Semis. Yeah, next rounds.
Let's take a look at
Looks
that,
like
shall
I don't think taken out of the tournament. I think placed in 3rd bracket.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah,
my apologies.
What are you thinking here? Who do you have it on end, boss?
Oh, I don't know. Honestly, Firma 52 had a pretty strong showing, so
all my money's
I got
on
my
Firma
fingers
52
crossed.
personally.
You? All right.
That demon is very impressive, and I don't know, the earthquake, I don't think it's going to be enough.
But if it all depends for me if Benji can land those shots again, and I haven't seen him miss. So at the same time, maybe we'll take out some damage, put that purge shot on, and really slam it down. So, you know what? I'm putting it on Jacob, Edward, and Bella.
All right. What do we put it on here?
I believe we're going to head to a small break, about 10 minutes while everybody gets situated here. So we will be right back in just a moment. Make sure you get some water and stay tuned for the codes that are going to be coming out. And this is going to be Jacob Edward Bella versus Firma 52. And it looks like straight out the gate, we had Warlock Barbarian. Oh, Cleric is back. Slavian back on the Cleric. Def still on the Fighter. And Benji with the Ranger because he never misses. Lakoit going out at the top of the stairs here to try and force them down. They're taking the high ground, but not really going to be able to capitalize much on it. Looks like an even split little bit of battle at the bridge. In goes the Quake. Salsa kind of sitting there holding right click. Treant and Hydra going down to create more space. Big Mending Grove. Looks like they're kind of dancing around, dealing with the PvE. No one wants to get aggressive right now. Everybody's passive play, looking for a little bit extra damage on the board. Death kind of spacing crazy on that Treant. Benji looking for some clean shots here. Seer at about half life. And Potion's hitting the ground there, apparently. Losing high ground is going to be a tough one on this matchup here. Benji going to be a little bit worked to the bone trying to get those shots off. Druid might be running low on heals. I think he's going to try and slip a Clarity here. He is sneaking a Clarity in. And they are watching the pressure. Good hit on the Dreamwalk. He's back to standing. A little bit of chunk damage going out on Seer. They're pressuring down. Sosic going to get real aggressive here, looking for that Warmaul pick, but it is a tough hallway to get in there. Wall goes out to force the battle. Down goes Benji. Down goes Slavian. And we just have Def fighting for his life in the corners, and he is taken out. That was actually crazy. That was a good pickup, good split. The wall next to that barrel in the corner to force the fight. Great plays by everyone. Big W's from Layla. Good fight. Got some blessings at the start. Magic Prots going out. Most of the damage seems to be physical on there, but Def looking for the flank up the right side here. I don't think they noticed him. He's playing that pillar like a boss. Leela sees him coming up, puts the Hydra down to get some more spacing. Def gonna have to block it. Slavian getting right in there against Sosic. Gonna go with the smite against a Warmaul, but he is taking big damage. Big heals going out. Gonna try and get the reset here. Def falling to the back lines, getting some curses out there. Seer looking for more space. Holding high ground crazy on that Mending Grove. Def kind of getting out of position here. They capitalize on it, but can they secure the kill before they get rushed down? Slavian looking to cut back into his teammate here. On both sides getting a little bit of a regroup. Taking high ground once more. Big hits on Benji, down to low health. Looks like he needs to passively heal here because Cleric is not big. Oh, this Cleric is big heal. Down goes two out of those lesser or holy lights. Sosic trying to close the gap on Slavian. Slavian backing off here. Def getting pretty low as well. Sosic still sprinting in. W key heavy. Switching back to the Viking. Slavian in the back getting cornered. Gonna help go ahead and run down the hallway. Just trying to create space. Big shots in the back line. Good Dark Bolt. And they are getting reconvened. Wall going out, a little bit of a bad angle there. So, oh my god, the Dark Bolt takes him down. What a shot. They can still clean up here. They got a lot of positioning advantage. The circle looks like it's closing towards the side here. So just kind of wait and see. Big hits in the back. Def trying to close that with the Warmaul in there. Sosic getting to half HP. Almost takes him out. He goes down to the longbow once more. Def just sprinting away for his life. Looking to get some healing done. Crazy dodges. And he gets one curse to take him down. We got a 2v1 here against Benji, but I've seen that man before. I have faith. I've been in this situation. Big plays coming out here. Putting some hurt on it. Losing the high ground advantage, double curse, and he is ticking to death. One more Dark Bolt will secure the deal here. Good shots. And down goes Frazier. That druid had very good positioning, very good time to sit with his clarity, but not in this round. In this round, it's just efficiency on those heals, plus the passive healing over just being there. The longer the round goes on, the more effective that druid's going to become. It's not necessarily a lowered effectiveness. He's just there to make sure his teammates stay alive and thriving. Most of the druid spells are a low tier, so a clarity gets very high efficiency on them as well. And it looks like they're going straight out the gate, getting hyper aggressive on the bottom side. Not going to let them take high ground here. A lot of damage going out on Layla, but the Dreamwalk is going to save them. Big swings on Sosik. He is split from his teammates. Down he goes. It's a 2v2, and it looks like they're trying to chase down Benji, trying to take advantage of that Ranger before he becomes a bigger menace. Big curse damage going out. One Dark Bolt will seal the deal. Are they going to turn and collapse on Slevian? Looks like he's playing passive, backing off. Benji's going to get some more healing. Big wall isn't going to get any value. And unfortunately, it also takes the Dreamwalk out. If Benji gets in here, oh, that was a close one. Benji almost could have gotten sick on that kill, but unfortunately, it looks like that 2v1 is going to be a tough fight. Rocking Purge Shot just simply isn't enough right now. They're getting too W key heavy. He needs to land every single shot to keep those buffs from going. And down he goes. That is a quick sweep from Firma52. I'm not gonna lie, on that match, I was waiting to see a little bit more on like a passive, like we need to draw out the Dark Offering, but they were just slaying crazy right now. That was a lot of big damage coming from the Warlock.
Curses of Pains landed, a lot of Curses of Weakness landed. I only got to catch a little bit of the end match, but it was nice. Very steamroll of a game.
The walls were really well positioned too. A lot of those walls got incredible value. So it's one of those things where it's just, you have to focus and lock in. You got to know the wall is coming, but by the time you figure it out, it's too late. You're just hitting S key, and the next thing you know, you're not moving anymore.
Right,
Those
well,
That has been
bolts were hidden.
that Dark Bolt down the hallway was absolutely incredible. It is a big plays, and like I said, with that clarity up top, when they proc the Dreamwalk, it was already too late. It's so easy for a druid to get those spells back, and just by existing, that druid's passive healing is going crazy. He's soaking damage. It's everything you need in a teammate and more.
Earlier in the
Right.
series, did we have a Firma 52 using the Demon Lock build? I feel like they switched off of it.
There's been a minimum amount of swappings. I actually don't remember. I'm not familiar. I'll admit to not being too familiar with most of the EU players as a sweaty NA Lord.
They were indeed running Demon Lock earlier.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Was it the Bach Demon Lock? I feel like that was one of the big swings. That would have been a lot more value in that, but they swept it, so. I'm curious to see what happens next round as well.
Yep. We're looking to get in there soon as the team's ready up and queue in.
This has been so much fun, though. I love watching the players battle it out. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. And make sure you guys stay hydrated out there. It's getting sweaty in these dungeons.
Got Arnold Palmer out here.
I hate Arnold Palmers. I'm a green tea enjoyer. I think
gotta enjoy.
We're gonna get matching.
All the flavors.
Enjoy what you like.
Yeah.
But stay hydrated.
Definitely.
So again, Firma 52 picking up that first map here, but I'm not sure if the map will save them. If no comp changes happen, which map do you think favors that melee buff ball strat? What are we looking at? Because obviously, if they go in and they got the triple lane crypts or runes, then it's going to be a little bit more favorable. They could be put on the goblin caves. There's a lot of options here. And at this point, I don't think they're going to mix it up. I think they're going to stick with what's working.
You got
maybe just try to adjust on the map.
As a fellow,
you muted there.
Yo.
Yo, welcome back.
No, I don't think they're gonna swap. Just stick to their guns. They're doing well.
Just hope the map favors them on the next roundup and play accordingly. Right, and we need apparently need just another moment to get into game here. They're getting all situated. And something I like to bring up, just during the downtime, and I know this is probably an NA thing. This is more of a question for everybody. The favorite cereal of EU. I know you probably don't eat cereal for breakfast or as often, but I'm curious. And if you say Lucky Charms, you're banned.
Lucky Charm.
Would they even
Yes, I'm
have the
asking
same
you.
stuff you have?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking. I'm trying to figure it out. I don't know that. If you eat cereal, you're a small man. All right, ban that man.
Weetabix.
I'm enjoying a beer for breakfast. Oh, I love chat.
Cheerios, honeycomb, Lucky Charms.
Lucky Charms. Get rid of them. I don't know if those are actually words. Is that a
Is
real
it for
cereal?
breakfast?
I've never.
Breakfast, you have rice and eggs. That's what you have.
I'm not going to argue about the breakfast, but cereal is just one of my favorite treats, and I slam down the French Toast Crunch. I think that's my favorite cereal. Unlucky Charms. Honey Monster Puffs? Am I going to Google that? I am bulking too, so eggs tends to be my major breakfast.
Matching.
Matching.
And we
It's
are
about time.
matching back in. Hold up. Hold.
Just eat the box. It's probably healthier. All right, so looks like no change up here. Slavian's still going to be the aggressive bonk cleric that we know and love, with Benji landing every single shot and Def to get the flanks. Which map are we going to be on here is the big determiner for me. I'm wondering. Let's see what layer of... Oh, all right, a repeat perhaps. If it isn't broke.
What Jacob?
Is it about to be a repeat of the score as well?
Hopefully not. See what adjustments they can make.
And the aura. Just busy farming aura. Is that Thrag? No spoilers. Still, that War Maul is a menace in here. If you can fall back to the barrel, get to those corners, they know it's going to be a tough swing. So you make sure you put those walls out and get that Druid wall. Everybody's getting a little bit more height. With the crush, breaking the door down, straight out to the action. With Dark Offering going off, though, he might be out here a little bit lonely. Yeah, he's just going to clear a little PvE and hope they do the same. Taking high ground right off the bat. We're going to see Jacob, Edward, and Bella. Pavis positioning going out. Quake wasn't going to get much value on there, but I feel like it's just to keep them from getting high ground. It doesn't necessarily need to be pressured. Def going to get one curse out for half of his health. GG's Dark Offering. Big Mending Grove on the base of the stairs. Looks like they are going to be playing a little bit more passive here. Wall is going to get no value, but Tree with the wall secures the positioning. Almost pushes him off there. Another Hydra. That's a lot of spawning ground play right now. Salstic trying to close the gap, swinging a little bit crazy here. Going across the bridge, swinging into the Pavis, trying to get some more value out of it. Def is going to lose high ground. They're all collapsing. Benji really low right now. Getting in there with a smite, trying to pick off a kill. He is going to secure the kill. A trade on Seer and Def. Sosic looking like he's getting crazy with those frannies. 2 targets very low, ripe for the plucking, but they are healing up. Slav with that limited healing is going crazy right now with it. Big hit from Benji on Sosic to take him down, and it's a 2v1. And Layla gets dropped. All right. Okay. Here we got a little bit of a bloodfest. Put one on the board early.
Triple kill.
Those heals were on point. Really value, like you need that value, especially when you're not rocking as much healing due to the fact that he is a heavy melee cleric. So good heal. I don't think it's a disconnect. I think when your teammates are dead, that's usually what happens. As a healer druid. Immediate rush up to the high ground here. They did put the Dark Offering out. A little bit of that Hydra spacing once more. Big Quake on the top of stairs. Almost all 3 of them caught in it. Going to allow them to close the gap. Sosic running up, swinging a little bit crazy now. Making some space for Benji. Looking like Benji's going to land a couple of shots on him. Off goes the process. Gets one swing out. No value there. That Pavis is doing some work this time around. He knows how to counter it. Oh, and there goes the Hydra and the tree. Big blocks on him. It's a 2v3, but in the back line, he's swinging crazy. They're focusing down Sosic. Sosic going to get the kill on Def with that War Maul. Slavian backing off. Going to look to try and get a heal. He's going to get taken down. Benji taking him down. Oh, no. I've seen this one before. It looks like Benji's going to be running for... And he gets that Bolt of Darkness. Good hits. Very good hits. And it's a 1-1 on the board. Whew.
The
been
massive
putting out
healing
a-
difference.
That is great. Yeah, I mean, the full healing spec is also passive, and Slavian is in there just when it's necessary, you know? At the end of the day, he's getting all those buffs out. He's got smite. He's very heavy melee focus. Down goes the door. Looking for a little bit of a high ground play. Dark Offering finally completed. Exodia is built. Big shout. He's switching to the Pavis. He knows when that Barbarian gets aggressive, he can stop the entire push with the Pavis. So he's playing really well. Def on that, spamming right click. Hydra play going down, but it's going to get tracked. Very impressive with the spacing and positioning out here by Burma 52. They're playing low ground, but they're playing it to such a bait with a perfect wall and then the tree to try and block it off here. Notice that's part of their strategy, is utilizing both sets of space manipulation. Good curses going out, but simply not going to be enough. And they're going to retreat back. I think they're going to try and get a clarity here. It looks like they're going to... They're
Might
backing
want to
off.
redo
Layla
their
gonna
Dark
put a big
Offering as
heal.
well.
Very good point. It's no, he's got plenty of time on it with the buff duration currently. I think he's got some big will.
It's a
And they are
little under
fighting
a
in
quarter.
the doorway. It's a
about to
little
lose his
under a
stacks.
quarter, so I think they need to get those heals ready for it because he's Seer's probably going to create some space here while he goes in. Nope. They're going to be held in spawn by the Pavis. If they don't, they're going to have to do something about it now. They're really getting out of the time. That Dark Offering runs out. The Swarm is going to close in on him. He's trying to get over the wall, puts him blocked in, but they can't get any damage on it because he's stuck with the Pavis between the door, a rock in a hard place. Poor Sosik is just doing his best here, but he can't do anything. Pavis has got them trapped. The Hydra will put some damage in the back line, though. Let's see if it's enough to force him out of position, or if the Swarm is going to calculate a victory here for... No, he's backing up. Crazy shots from Benji going over the shield here. Big heal from Slavian. Knows what his role is right now. Support and stabilize.
Just holding
Oh,
them
shooting the
into
toes!
It's so
Feet for free. This is unheard of.
excellent usage of the Pavis.
Oh, he's stuck. He's floating crazy. Oh, my goodness. And the Swarm is going to start dealing crazy damage. No
Oh,
healing. Oh, he gets the
not
headshot
quite.
and cracks his skull. It looks like Benji is going to be forced out there. I can't believe this. I would have put all of my money on them. What?
I really thought they would hold them in the zone. They would hold the line and have the Swarm kill.
What
Crazy.
a play. Oh, my goodness. That Druid healing was exceptional.
And you know the Dark
This is-
Offering ran out too. Had to have.
They didn't need it.
They did
Dark
not
Offering
need
is a
it.
crutch, they said. Looking for another sprint up to take that high ground real quick. We'll see if we get another Quake action to hold it for him. Nope, he's getting ready to melee. Some shots coming out from Benji, doing a little bit of chip damage. Big hits, and remember, every hit from Benji, that's one buff minus, so they capital. And Def is getting in there real quick, getting aggressive, gets taken down by Sosik, by that War Maul. It looks like Layla is getting focused down. Down goes the healer, 2v1 against Benji. If he kites forever, he's still got this.
Says
Big
Matt's
hits on
point.
Sosik, very low.
Benji needs to
This-
clutch up.
That is a brave swing. Oh!
Wait!
It's
He's just
possible.
better.
He's fucking the
Surge.
surge.
Oh, if he finishes that surge.
Oh!
Oh! What?
No!
Are you kidding?
Benji!
No way!
Benji jumping
He
down.
got the surge at 1
the
HP!
last-
Wow!
Oh my! Oh, I'm all
What
hot and bothered like a southern woman getting the vapors. That was
heck?
crazy. Holy. Oh,
A 1 HP, 1
Oh.
second clutch.
oh my goodness. That was insane.
If that second arrow
A surge
hit,
kit to
I think he might
unite
have had
the
it.
world.
He might.
That
have
was
had
it. That was it. I felt
Yeah.
like that was a headshot too. I didn't get enough of an angle there. That was insane. I am sweaty. I'm getting sweaty just vicariously through the internet. What is going on?
What the heck?
Oh, those last 2 rounds were some of the craziest I've seen in the tournament. Absolutely crazy. Oh. Oh my goodness. Firma 52 with the absolutely insane nonsense.
Yeah, I mean, I think hold up. Recent messaging. Wait. Yeah, that is let's go to break.
We'll take a moment here. We will be right back. All right. Just to get you guys updated on the situation currently, one of the members of the team, unfortunately, has suffered a loss of power. There's some technical issues right there. So we are making sure that everything is good on their end before we continue. Maybe they got a generator. There's just, unfortunately, that's out of everyone's control. I was having internet issues today and I was panicking. And well, everything seemed to sort itself out there. So I'm hoping that everything comes back online for them. We're not going to be pushing things out too far. We just want to make sure everybody's updated on the current status. So
Yeah, we will be going to the third place match
okay.
in the bracket.
I'm just getting informed that the
Oh.
electricity is back online. They're just waiting for everything to kick in there, and we will be resuming on schedule. So there we go.
Oh,
What a
worked
turn
out.
of
Easy
events.
fix.
Nice. Nice. Okay.
I've lost power once out here in Vegas in the last like decade. So that's terrifying, especially in this kind of
That's
heat. I'm not sure what the region is like where they're at, but yeah, when there's no electricity, there's no fun. I don't know what to do without internet.
gotta be an EU thing.
Yeah, true. Well, I mean, the power lines here are all underground, so usually nothing ever happens. But when it does, it's bad. So, like, what do I do? Just stare at my phone? I can't even. What if I run out of phone battery? Panic ensues. I get in the
Time to
car and I'm
pick up
going
a
somewhere
book.
else.
I know you have a lot of files behind you.
All right.
Love
It's
this.
true. I can't read. Joke's on them.
Oh.
I'm American, bro.
Ooh.
So what are we competing for here for third place? What's at stake? We have Team Idol, Team Jacob Edward Bella competing for 25 extra Redstone Shards per player, right? And also, what's else on the line? We have a nameplate, right? Have we seen that before?
Yeah, bronze nameplate.
Can we get
A little bit
we
too
did have the
similar to the
nameplates
golden
pop up.
one, if I do say so myself.
Can we get a quick
They're pretty cool
look at that,
nameplates, yeah.
Paula? Okay, hold up. There we go.
Oh yeah, that's third
That
place
is
right there.
pretty and shiny.
Okay, now we gotta see the second and first.
And then second place with the little silver.
Yeah.
First and third, looking a little similar.
Maybe a little
I see that you have some contention. They are like maybe a couple of shades different, but yeah, I see what you're saying. If I could tell people that I'm ranked number 1 and I won, and they might believe me.
Listen, if it wasn't the gold one, I wouldn't have equipped it. That's all I'm gonna say.
All right. It's not auto, then it's the bottom. I try to make that work.
Okay,
It's
that
not
was
my
kind of
fault.
tough. No, that worked.
You
that
know,
worked.
that's tough. Glad he's got his power back though. That, like I said, that's always scary. I live in the desert. When you lose power, you start to
Matching.
melt.
All right, well,
Oh,
we will be
we
getting
are getting
into
ready.
the game. Here we go.
English is hard. Don't judge me.
Whoa,
All
the
right.
forward spawn.
Ooh, all right, DQ'd. First shot still in the same setup. Slavian here with the cleric and Def on fighter with Benji hitting every shot. Hawkeye is right. Now we got Goodman on barbarian with Nulvoy still on warlock and Smile on the druid. So we're going with Dark Offering again I know, big surprise. We haven't seen a lot of that represented today. And the Life Bloom. And on this map, I do feel like the Warmaul is, again, a favored weapon of choice, just because there's no crush value, at least. Yeah, no door to break, so... We're gonna move
The
Evan
shields
on
as
that.
well.
Yeah, it's still going to smash everything out of the way, especially with the Pavis, because they know he's been holding a lot of space with that Pavis. I think they've been watching. They're paying attention. Out the gate with some buffs, a little bit of PvE clearing. It looks like he might be going for a flank on the left side here. Def, always with those flanks. He's really got those cheeky positioning. If nothing else, he gains value simply by existing in that spot and catching them off guard. Running up the sidelines here. I wonder if they hear him. I don't think they hear him. They're focused on the ghoul. He is going to get a flank. Can he capitalize on it? Oh, he is backing off. He's backing off. Again, just his threatening presence. It's like having a rogue on the team. Big. That's a quake. The ceremonial is very, very ambitious. Slavian taking a big chunk of damage from that curse. Going to get hit by the Warmaul. One more swing. Gets the block and backs off. 1 HP on Smile, running to cower in fear. Everyone is going crazy. Def gets taken down by the Curse of Pain. They're going to try to reset. Goodman chasing down Benji, trying to get that kill on him. Looks like Benji might be able to take him down here, but the heals are going crazy. Just enough to keep him alive. Nulavoy securing that on Slavian. No, Slavian is actually possibly going to get... Nope, no heals for him. Gets stabbed in the back by the Crystal Blade.
Slavian removing the shirt to try to get some distance. Wasn't enough.
Not in time.
Oh,
We have a game crash.
Uh-oh. Believe we had a
And
slight crash there.
Code red.
Code red. Sorry.
Code red.
Let me transition to my
Hello.
game.
And slight issues here.
Slight issue. Sorry.
Power goes out, computers break. Welcome to technology.
Hold up. Sorry. These guys have the longest names.
No apologies. That is what happens here. We are getting back in there in just a moment. The match is still underway. Quick look at the codes instead.
Look at the codes instead, please.
W's
there-
Chunkus. At least it wasn't the power.
All right, I'm getting us in there.
W's Jason. Hear the action already unfolding. We have a slobber knocker in our hands here, chat. Def just gets taken down by the Crystallite Sword. It's a 1-to-1 trade. Slavian taking down Goodman. Right in the middle of the action. Benji getting one curse. Slavian getting one curse. We're almost 60%. This is going crazy. Smile putting out that Mending Grove, trying to make sure they stay topped off. Big quick
Miles
shot on
Dreamwalk
it.
taken out.
Looks like they're
1v1,
cornered here.
both one hit.
1v1 time. Benji getting that space on him is going to be all he needs, but one curse is enough to take him down. If he can land the curse, the match or the round will be over. Oh, the Jiggle Peak. A little bit of a delay. Needs that healing to cast more spells, and he gets taken out from a shot to the back.
And we're 1-1.
That was a big pickup there. I wasn't sure who could have won on that one. With not enough spells, or not enough health to cast his spells, the Warlock runs out of steam very quickly. A couple of early blesses. Good health pot rolling. Taking some space on here. Everybody's getting active. Benji getting right in there.
Follow
A
your
little bit of a
life.
split, it seems. Oh. Looking good.
Shout out to Apollo.
Def still going through those. W's Apollo. Got that camera action. Goodman looking for another flank on the right side here. Benji's still absolutely landing those shots. He is a menace. Good hits. A little bit of double audio, I think. Right now, we're looking at the battle
There you
from Def.
Thank you.
Split off from his teammates. Looks like they're going to pick this. Def getting repositioned, gets taken out by the Curse of Pain. Big Mending Grove. Still a little bit of double audio there. Poor Slavian left alone again. Yeah, I think-
really putting in work.
I still think it's double audio. Am I crazy?
I think it is.
I think it's just because you had the other. You would need to leave the game on the other one.
It should be good now, maybe.
We are. Let's
Let me-
find out.
I'll leave the game.
We're watching.
There you go.
Dark offering going crazy.
Maybe good now.
We're good. Sounds great.
All right, cool. Thank you.
All right. Buff's going out. Looks like they're just kind of. Are they just ratting the corner? Are we gonna see a little ratty play? Oh, I like this. Very cheeky.
Yes, sir.
Did he
Oh.
disconnect? What is he doing over there? What is he doing over there? Did his
Uh-oh.
power go out again? Oh no.
Oh no.
They know what they must do. If they play this right, they can get him back in there.
I think we have to just let the
Holy.
result stand.
We just, it's mid-match, unfortunately. We have no control over Zeus or Thor. I think they might know, but they maybe they don't know.
If anything, we'll hear a verdict from Grayson.
EU internet?
It is very quiet.
I think they don't know. I think right now they're playing around the idea that they're kind of ratting. They could be doing some in-game VoIPing too. I can't hear, so.
Oh, he has
He is completely disconnected. Yeah.
No.
Okay, yeah. We'll go ahead and pause this.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's go back to the caster desk then. There we go.
1-2.
Yeah.
And
Unfortunate. I'm not sure if there is any sort of a pause function. What if he never comes back? You know, it would be unfortunate, but
I guess we could restart
And
the
there's
match
middle.
and have them at same
Think
score
you
after.
Has some issues, Jason. The my stream is showing up on the background.
oh, it looks beautiful though.
wait, yeah, this is great.
I actually kind of like this. This is better than the desk. I could just still watch the game.
What's going on? I don't know what I did. All right, sorry. What is it? Sure.
Oh, you're
All
good.
Let's keep
Hey,
it. All good.
I love it.
Accidental success.
I'm
you know?
for it.
I'm
Failing
for it.
upwards.
Failing upwards. If
That was a good first round, so at least we know what to expect. The unfortunate thing is that once you've seen the team comps, you know, maybe can't really mix anything up. We can go back and resume.
yeah. It looks like we're restarting completely. So I'm gonna put the background image back
Completely.
up. Yeah, everybody's leaving the game. There we go.
Reconnecting.
Sure, do
Probably
they
just-
keep the score?
I'm sure they're going to keep the score. It's not like you could take away.
Can we get a
full round
confirmation what the
like
score
that.
was? It was 1-2.
1-2. I
Idle have
wonder
leading.
how they're gonna get the same map going.
Yeah. We'll see if we can get the first try. We don't have a way to.
We'll
select map.
find out.
Yeah. Maybe we just use a different map. That'd be something.
They are going to proceed with the sub. He is almost ready.
Okay.
Okay.
So we're getting a replacement man going. Excellent.
All right. Well, then, do we want to go to break, or do we have time for? I don't know how long this will take.
It should only take 2 or 3 minutes, so I'll leave that up to you guys if you want a break or not.
I'm always down for a break, but I can blab my flaps here. I'm sure everybody in chat loves the sound of my voice as much as I do.
I appreciate you so much.
All right, let's go on a break.
Oh, okay. I'll see how it is.
And
it's over.
We're going to.
I tried my best, guys.
Let's show you the bracket. That
We'll be right back. And we are back. I know you missed the smooth, sultry sounds of my voice, especially that one guy who loves me so much. We're going to be jumping right back into the next match. Looks like they are getting ready to go. Just a second here.
all right.
I don't think anything's going to make a difference on the actual layout here. I'm not sure what their replacement's going to be pulling, but might be the same setup. I assume it's all the same setup.
So are we restarting
got
the
my
match
fingers
from
crossed for
the
a good
beginning
match.
then for that, or are we going back to the same score? What's the dealio on that? We actually didn't clarify that with Grayson.
Yeah, yeah, same score.
Same score. Okay.
So
Regardless
they're
of what
still at
map
the
it
same
is.
point.
Yep.
Okay.
Hmm.
Wait, sorry. Do you
mean-
mean same score for the set or for the match itself?
For the match, I would assume.
Yeah, because it was
Okay, I
1
think
to
we just
2.
restart the match.
Okay. Restart the match
Yeah.
completely.
It's
So
a totally new guy, so
they do have a substitute. So yeah,
Hmm.
power did go back out.
Mm,
That's
It's gotta be some tech.
might
Wait.
might be
well,
some
why
I'm
would they replace their
disconnecting.
guy if it was tech?
Well, you know what I mean. I mean,
No.
I understand the side of like,
The game is
Yeah.
coming up.
Maybe I'm gonna unplug my power cable.
Let me unplug my
But
Ethernet.
then you
Yeah.
can't come back.
down 2-0. I just
My teammates can, sacrifice myself for the greater good.
true. The greater good be having you in there,
I'm just
but
talking crazy.
all right. Let's see what we got from the other side here. It looks like the same setup. Of course, Benji going to land every shot. We
Who is
have
the
our
sub,
Rebel
actually?
picking up the Cleric for Slavian. Was it? Yeah.
Oh.
Looks like this. Yeah, interesting. With a Druid, Cleric, and a Barbarian?
Let me see the
What is that Cleric
sub.
rocking right now?
The sub,
That
yeah.
would be, yes. Pretty much same setup. Little Book of Boots action here. Melee, basically the same setup. Everything is all the same.
Wow. The convenient
Not
sub.
the. It's very convenient. Perfect.
Hmm.
I'm curious to see. Now we got almost a little bit closer to the mirror, but with a double healer, what are we going to see out of that?
I do
And
prefer
the
this
Goblin
map.
Waves. This map does not favor melee very well, but at least no Dark Offering. So everybody's going to go out and immediately start taking space around the middle. A little bit of a 3-man buff ball sprinting up the right side. Hits going out on Smile to put him down. Buff's going crazy right now. Big Quake, all three of them stuck, doing a little bit of jumping. Big damage on Goodman, getting forced out to the behind of the pillar, and looks like another Quake on the right side, getting a big split. Smiles, Dreamwalk is the only thing keeping him alive right now, and they go opening on Def. Big damage going out. Def looking for a little bit more space, trying to back off, but no, he is getting in there. He doesn't care. He says, I'm low, but you're going to die for this one.
Good block with the counterattack to get the move speed and run away.
Good play. Smile still lacking on that Dreamwalk right now. Slavian with the crazy blocks on the War Maul, bringing him down. Slavian absolutely popping off in that corner. Says, I'm not locked in here with you.
Bought a lot of time with that movement speed from the counterattack to get his team to close the gap and help him out.
That was big plays from Slavian. That was big plays. He blocked like a major boss on that. Very impressive, especially on that War Maul.
Yep.
Smart play with the ceremonial staff instead of the book on this because he's going to need to maximize the value of his healing since it is so limited. Earthquake does enough on its own as far as locking down position, so Smile with the Dreamwalk already getting procced here. Dropping a little bit of Restore before they get active. Def just absolutely... Def always going for those crazy flanks. Big Quake in the back line. Down goes the tree, and Smile still putting out some heals, looking for a little bit of time to top himself off as his teammates get active. Goodman swinging through him. Everyone's getting damaged, and down he gets taken. 2-1. Slavian trying to get some space, maybe get a heal or two out before he gets engaged here. Def trying to peel for him, but he's stuck in the corner, and he is going to go down to the Dreamfire. 2-2 on this. Big heals coming out. Dreamfires trying to pick some more. Another Restore out in the back. And 2 tapped out by the longbow. Benji, calm down. And looks like we got a little bit of a kiting fest on our hands. Rebel looking like a porcupine with all those arrows sticking out of him. Poor guy. Is he going to get to close? A good switch over to Benji. Gets the smite out. Oh, probably should take that shield off with a little bit of move speed here. Good block on the bow. He's going to look for a little bit of a heal, it seems. Down to the bottom layer. Oh. Down to the ground. 6 feet under. Good pressure from Benji. Crazy double tap on him there.
I don't know how Idle
Looks
is
like-
adjusting to that sub. Like, we saw earlier in the previous round before they lost the internet, they were up 2-1, right, in the series.
Yeah, it's not looking great. The barbarian in here is, unfortunately, this is just not the map for him. There's a lot of space, a lot of open space, and too much damage going out. And they're staying way too close for that Quake. They gotta get a little... Yeah, there they go. Splitting up a little bit here. Quake going out on the right side of the pillar. Rebel getting caught, but only one shot to take the prod off. Goodman look like he's going for the flank here, trying to get Def. Def splitting back to regroup to his teammates here. Big bind. One more bind puts him in damage range. Misses and, well, can't get repositioned in time. Oh, they're getting active. Smile in the back, still taking a big chunk of damage. Slavian getting those crazy blocks. Trading with Goodman. Gets the kill on Goodman! And they drop down to try and get a little force reset. And manages to escape. That was insane. Smile's still looking for a little bit of healing here. Putting down the Mending Grove. Trying to top himself off.
This might be game one.
Wake.
If Def can get the surge off. Looks like Def got the surge down below. He's coming back up.
Oh. Fortunately, Benji with those headshots is a dangerous creature. Rebel's down, but he is not out right now. A smite bonk on Slavian could bring it back to a 2v1. Unfortunately, he is sandwiched by the Warhammer.
It is not enough.
Oop. And that is game one.
Hey.
Game one to Team Jacob, Edward, and Bella.
They're just going to have to lock in there. Those blocks on the War Mall. Oh, that was beautiful plays. Because that is a buckler. That is not a very large shield. You're not granted much. But if you can get the block, you are rewarded. He was playing crazy. And the blocks from Benji with the bow, I got to say, very impressive. Great game. And we'll hope that it carries into the next match here. The substitution, definitely. I can see, you know, it's one of those moments where you got to keep your spirits up and you got to keep doing your best because it's out of your hands. You can only do so much.
Not over yet, but, you know, if they can
it is very
bounce
far from
off
over.
of that, they bounce from that, they'll, you know, they have a chance. It's just...
I feel like a lot of this matchup is up to the map. See what map we
I
get
agree.
next.
On that map, that was one of the more favorable range maps. So if they were to put them on something like, well, have we seen the ice map today?
Nope.
We haven't seen Gold
I would
Key
say
Room
that,
either.
Oh, goodness for no Gold Key Room. But those are maps that are, those, I know you're very upset. Those are maps that very heavily favor the melee balance on that. So if we were to see the same comp on a different map, like we're saying, that would completely swing the balance. So we got our fingers crossed here. I like to see the battles. I like to see the melee swing fests. I loved those blocks like that. Knowing how difficult it is to properly position the buckler for the blocks and to be in that high intensity, as well as you're definitely not just focused on the War Mall. You know what I mean? There's more happening than just that swing coming in. Also, my office, I got the prime office. I'm the end boss. Just saying. That was a crazy setup here. I'm excited to see what map we get for the next one. And if there's any possible update to the comps, team changes, adjustments, swaps.
All right. Well,
even gear swaps are a big difference
in there
here.
Pretty soon.
It looks like we are getting ready. Yeah, I believe we're about to get jumping in. Next map. I do not currently hear.
There is a
Oh, original teammate back?
He's returned?
If electricity lost again, they're accepting the loss.
This is the last match, so they disconnect.
Yeah, risky.
That will be the end of it. That's faith. I don't even have that much faith in my internet or my power. I don't think do we have audio in game?
Nope.
Okay, I'm not crazy.
Audio.
My bad. Hold up.
No worries.
There
Oh,
we
there it
go.
is. I heard a footstep. Excellent. This map, it's usually anybody's game. Whoever takes high ground tends to take the advantage on bridge, but let's find out. The Dark Offering Warlock still going crazy. Unfortunately, this map is very situational. If they can get out there and take high ground with Dark Offering, they'll win, but one big quake will set everything in motion here. Big hits on Smile, and Def is going for the craziest flag of his life, getting right in there. No Dreamwalk to save him. Is he going to get a peel? Goodman swinging that Warmaul like he's going out of style, putting him on the ropes. Def sprinting to the hallway with the curse. It might take him down here. One more tick, and it does drop to the curse. Big damage by Nullavoy. Chasing poor Benji around. And he drops on him straight out of the... Oh, my goodness. Off the top ropes comes Mankind. Giggity. And Slavian is hanging out in spawn. Unfortunately, it's going to be a difficult chase for him on this. Big curse damage, but it looks like Dark Offering definitely wore off. That should be a lot more. PFE isn't going to save him too much off that damage. Putting out some laser here. Goodman just looking to make sure he's got advantage on healing before he goes in, waiting for that Dark Offering to finally tick. Only about 5 seconds left. And it begins. Goodman might just crack on... Oh my goodness. I thought he might pick up a kill on his teammate there, possibly to swing with the ball. Good spacing, good swings, good positioning. I did miss it. Slavian did pick up the kill on Smile and Spawn, which was incredible, but he was pretty low when he got chased in there. Mostly it seems like they're waiting to take advantage of the Dreamwalk being down, and when that exactly ticked, Def was already in the back line. So again, Def is really hitting those heavy flanks on the side. I got to keep an eye on him. They got to be ready for him to go for those angles, especially because they're rocking that Dark Offering here. And he's going for it again. Big quake up top to keep him in position here. Smile sees it, knows that he's calling it out, trying to get some curses off. Big curse on Def. Unfortunately, they are still so close together. Restore going to keep everybody up. Slavian on his back 2 legs. Getting walled in with the Warmaul is the worst case scenario. Getting chased to the spawn. Swinging crazy. 1 HP on Slavian, and down he goes. Def jumping into the fray like a maniac here. Oh, my. Big curse. Big hits from Benji. Just kind of chilling around the Mending Grove. Everybody's hanging out. Welcome to the Shire, he says. 1 HP in a dream. If you only... One swing could go crazy here. Benji is not without fight. But he is out.
Let's take a look at the Warlock skit. Nullavoy Smurfs. between this room. We're running.
Ooh, the Obsidian.
TM.
Mass. Torture Mastery and Dark Offering. So those curses are not only slamming out damage, but he's getting crazy healing off of it.
The Master is no magical healer? Damn.
Oh, that magical power bonus.
No vampirism either.
That's crazy plays, especially in the realm of this much gear. Again, Def is just a constant threat to the backline here. The tree isn't going to be doing much except creating space for them. Smile getting half HP, putting down the Mending Grove, but Def watching him with wanting eyes, getting in there, stabbing in the backside, putting him down to 1 HP. Smile hitting the craziest Dreamfires to save his own life and to take the kill. Oh my goodness. But down he still goes. 2-1 cornering Slavian and Spawn. They got to adjust. Benji's going to get some crazy space on here if you let him. Big hits with that Crystal Sword, and with that Dark Offering, you know he's feeling it, but he gets taken through the window by Benji! And now we have a 1v1. Slow healing himself up to full. Benji is going to press the advantage here. He's got to know he's low HP. Ooh. Big shout. Big positioning play here. Just acting like a power play. He doesn't know how low you are. All right, maybe he has an idea. Second shout going out. Looking for that second stab with the Bardiche to try and clean him up here. This is just buying time. Got to wait for that circle to finally force the position here, or Benji's going to kite him out. Oh, he is stuck behind the door.
Excellent hiding spot.
It's very true.
Reminds me of that clip. Yeah.
Exclamation point and Viz in the chat. Just look. Oh, right in the top of the head through the door. Can't be leaning like that. Little bit of a spike on the ping, but everything is a-okay here. Goodman still got position. The swarm isn't going to force him out just yet. I'd say he should be playing more of the corner, but he wants to try and bait out some shots. He's just relaxing. Benji knows he's got him, but if that swarm closes in and he comes barreling out barbarian style, he might get picked apart here. Big hit! Crush going crazy. Minimal space being taken here. It looks like he's trying to get active. He's got the hold right-click mentality. Popping that quick fire. Going for those toes. Don't give it to him. Goodman still got a chance here. That circle's going to give it to him. Mobs in the circle here. Ooh. Benji don't miss even with the short sword.
Incredibly well played by Benji. Excellent space.
That was very good balance. Yeah, he was in a lot of damage. He was in a lot of damage potential there for a bit. That was a great play. Switching to the short sword and still piecing him up. So it is 2-1 right now. You might see another flank from Def, especially just because they're up one round and they want to secure the win here. Big hits on... Oh, no, sorry, that was Dark Offering. Looks like the cursors are going out crazy. Slavian taking one, gonna roll the potion, trying to get it out. Nulavoid getting backlined by Def once more, putting some damage on, repositioning himself to get back to his team. Benji piecing him up as they move. Nulavoid trying to get some value out of that, but they're forced back down. Probably see a Mending Grove with this, and perfect placement for it. Nulavoid doesn't need it, though. He knows he's got Torture Mastery, and he's landing curses crazy style on Slavian. Chasing him up the stairs now, just making sure they got aggressive plays. Benji looking for that Surge Kit down below. He's going to get it off before they can reposition. Diving through the front line, barreling at them goes Goodman with the curses up. Hits the wall with that Warmaul, unfortunately. Slavian looking to get some position on Nulavoid. Nulavoid trying to trade with him. Smite goes out, but it's a nice double tap from the longbow and the Crystal Sword. Benji getting hit by that Warmaul. He is feeling the hurt, and he goes down.
Knows he's
Fortunately,
low,
Def here, it's a big uphill battle for him. He is swinging crazy. Oh,
does bring us
And
to
that
the
is-
next game, actually.
I like to see the next game very much. I like this. I like it when there's a back and forth, a lot more pressure on it. So we'll see what next map is going to be bringing for us here. Oh my goodness.
It really was a map issue.
That's what I was going to say. I was about to say it's entirely dependent on the map in that comp. It seemed like that really favored them. Like I said, with Dark Offering, when you're spending that much time in there, you can get some value out of it. You can get some high ground. You will take over the entire game, but a very good performance on both teams there. Def's flanks really goes. I was blown away. They're trying to get some positioning value out of it, but he's actually getting like just his existence, similar to how a rogue would play in the higher rank arenas. It's not necessarily your actual damage going out, but your threat, right? Once you're moving into position like that, the enemy team has to respond, react. Maybe their front line has to peel back to adjust for it and get ready to get in there, because you can't just leave him in the back. You can't just leave him in there because he's going to go swinging crazy. And Def, so far, I've noticed a lot of the times he is getting active in those flanks. He is really looking for any opportunity to get that back line. I like that.
Right.
There is definitely a lack of representation for bards and sorks in here, but that is just the way the meta has unfolded. That Dark Offering lock is definitely big damage. Those curses are ticking crazy. Even on that cleric who's got decent base will and a lot of good stats, even with PFE, he is getting chunked hard by that. I think, let me
Wonder if
see here.
we'll see any changes in the matchups, though. Like,
It seems like they're both playing, I would say, to the maximum of their skills. Like they're both capping out. It's a lot based on the maps, and I'm not sure if I would switch it at this point. Personally, I would just keep steamrolling through. Try and keep that same comp, lock in, and go crazy.
we are waiting for them to ready up, but
In the
meantime-
meanwhile, I'm excited for the explosive shot bonuses and wall climbing rogues that are going to be coming. Yay! You guys hyped?
And
Wipe
potentially the
hype,
new
guys.
boss,
Yay,
right?
why?
New Inferno boss? Was that?
Oh yes, the not Rog. Not a Balrog. It's just it's a demon of some variety in nature.
I
The
hope it's harder
undisclosed.
than Ghost King. It's kind of a pushover.
I mean, from the pictures we saw, based on it, if we get the same layout for the map, could you imagine like a giant pit of despair with fire on every edge, fighting a flying Balrog? Maybe similar to how the Wyvern peruses the map during a phase change. We'll see some sprays of fire. Oh,
I know
I'm
what I could
excited.
imagine. Sitting at the top there with a little forceful shot, serve bow.
Knocking somebody off. Great. You're a good person.
Yes,
I know
sir.
somewhere nobody might see it or believe it, but deep down,
Oh,
what's up?
Is it confirmed that there's gonna be like a platform for the boss? I don't know.
I'm just going off the screenshots.
The screenshots.
And in the little
yeah.
trailer that we've seen 10 times, that cleric, who is definitely me, is fighting the Balrog solo, so I know I'm going to have to take advantage.
All right. Well, we are getting into the next match here. See if I can pull that up for us.
We are ready to go. All right. Doesn't look like any substitutions have been made right now. Everybody's pretty much... Oh, wait. Good. Little barb action here. Treacherous lungs. Standard... Oh, we do! We have the cleric swapped to the wizard. Ooh.
old
I
dog.
like it.
One of the rare swaps of the EU tourney.
Yeah. Still rocking the melt, though, so I think... I don't know. Maybe they're going to send in Def with this setup here. He's got that taunt, Slayer craziness. You know that he's going to go be looking for those flanks. I already can tell you this man is eyeing the map up, finding every spot, and we have the repeat map to see if they can clutch it.
Be interesting to see.
Love that PvE.
Does it make a difference?
Random is random, guys. Never forget. These are not selected. Let's see who's taking that high ground first. Little tree action to stop. Big curse on Slavian. Nullboy getting backed off by that chain lightning. Fireball's coming down from high ground. It is very dangerous where they're currently at. As far as a wizard, and he is getting big value, but is it enough to keep them from pressuring? They're already on the back line here with those curses doing so much damage to Slavian. Looks like Benji is going to have to fall back with them as well, creating some space. Big haste on the cleric. Big invis. Get big stabs in the back line. Goodman almost gets taken down, but he's got a team kill from Benji. His aim is too good. 1 HP on Goodman, but he's going to be certain. No, he's just slow healing in the corner. That chain would have taken him out. I was about to say he's in grave danger. This isn't over yet.
It is a bit unfortunate. Definitely did a big chunk of damage and couldn't quite finish.
I feel like he would have gotten that kill if Benji wasn't such a beast on the bow. Looking like they're going to be just taking high ground. That PvE, however, is going to be detrimental because it's going to force him out here, and he's going to
PvE,
die
no.
to the skeleton. PvE
No.
+1.
PvE +2.
2!
The footman with the double kill.
No.
Faustian bargain.
It's the simple economics. He either falls off the high ground and gives it up that way, or he gets bopped by the skeleton. There's not much
It
he
is
can do, not much
tragic.
counterplay there. Still not trying to let him get on a spawn, making sure to take every advantage when you can against that Dark Offering, but even high ground seems to be given up here. With all that magic resist on Warlock, it's tough, especially with the Wizard now. Not having that physical damage from the Cleric is really showing, but Def, again, with the craziest flank of his life. 1 HP! He picks him off midair as the fall goes down, but he's getting pieced up.
They
Looks
do
like they're going to
trade.
pick this up here. Big damage going out, both at 1 HP. Big lightning strike from high ground. Goodman just looking for any sort of an opportunity here, but he is a barbarian with rocks for brains, and he gets picked apart, unfortunately. W key only.
What a close match.
That was That was such big damage. Def really knows how to get value. When he's getting in there and he's switching, he's got that Ice Fang. He's actually dragging through. I'm seeing him get at least 2 hits with that one swing. Very impressive for show on Def here.
Definitely.
Okay, dude. I'm logging off. Taking high ground. Looks like Def is again invised in for the flank here. They gotta know he's coming. They need to collapse on him. They just need to focus him down real quick. He's again. Look at him. Look at him dancing in that back line. Curse is going out. Big collapse. Big trade over. Goodman getting a little bit of damage in there. Big blocks. Smile taking some damage from Splash. And they take Def down this time. Good swaps. Or good reposition. Everybody needs to collapse hard. Down goes Benji to that Dark Bolt. And they're going to possibly pick up this round here, unless Levy does something magical. Another Dark Bolt. See, they've adapted. They've learned. They're adjusting. They're keeping an eye out for Def. Def might have to actually adjust. Counter with a staying with the team, perhaps.
Yeah, they weren't quite able to focus the Druid healer, so
They usually wait for the Dreamwalk proc, and then he tries to get that flank. And I think they still called it out, and as a result, he went for the kill, but they were ready for him. You know, they're like, all right, when Dreamwalk is down, we got to lock in and spin on our Druid. So they're doing great. Again, he's looking for that, but they're just trying to piece him up. Goodman's just straight inting in there. He knows now. He's like, I got your back line. I'm going to piece you apart. They're
Very
big split, but are they going to drop off? He's giving up high ground, dropping, chasing down. The Invis is going to give him some more space to retake. Benji looking real mighty out there in that corner, but they're going to collapse on him. Do they spin or do they keep chasing? They need to collapse and pick a target here. And they switch Def with a double kill from Ice Fang again. This man is unstoppable. He's like, you can know where I am. That's fine. I don't care if you know where I am.
final game, final round, possibly.
Oh my goodness. Def is adapting really well to them too. Like I said, he's waiting for that Dreamwalk to proc, and now they know that he's waiting, so they're counting. It's basically a cat and mouse game here. They're switching up strategies, so. Mobs are back. Let's see if that matters. Again, Def is obviously sniffing at their heels. He's getting ready for it. Got that magic prot. Smiles proc. He's got his Dreamwalk down. Big explosion. Huge fireball to take him out. Oh my goodness. Looks like Def is still trying to get some advantage here, and they are going to piece it up. That was a crazy fireball. Holy. Poor Goodman recognizing that he is still without any reach. Oh, with a 180 spin. Good positioning.
That unforced error could have been bad.
They could have brought it right back.
I think they're just gonna close the gap, and that is it.
That is it. Jacob, Edward, and Bella, the Twilight of the Tourney. Well played on both sides. A great game. It's a tough matchup. That is a tough matchup. That's a tough team. They did such a great back and forth, rock, paper, scissors. Everyone did a great job in that match. And I have to say, absolutely amazing plays by Def. Like I said, he knows how to reposition. He knows how to target. He knows how to cleave. He pretty much played it perfection.
He
Really.
almost played it like a rogue, it felt like. Just trying to target the back line and sneak around the map. You know, it's
His
incredibly
positioning
well.
was matched by his damage very well, yes.
That Ice Fang put in so much work.
It
Holy-
really did. Like, you can't get that kind of cleave action with the attack speed that he's at with Lightbringer. So he was doing that combo, switching it up, just cleaving left and right with him.
And
Great game, guys. Seriously great. I feel like the Barbarian is a tough pickup on there. He was trying his best to get value, but it's just, he's a big old pincushion. The way Def was presenting himself and spinning around the map created so much space, created so much opportunity for his teammates to work. Don't tell anybody, we are the same person. Anyways,
secretly the same.
so who?
One
so you're
of
the
you
same
doesn't have
person.
glasses.
Hold
Why
on.
would you say that?
Oh.
I never needed glasses. Uh-oh. He's got a pair of glasses. Looks like we are getting ready to enter the finals. Are we correct? A little bit of bracket action.
I think the glasses are more important.
So we're looking at Firma 52.
For the finals, for
Ooh.
sure. Yes, sir.
I'm a terrible interviewer. Good blab flapper, terrible interviewer. Oh,
Who
bring him
is?
in.
Who is a good
Yeah,
interviewer?
right? Who's
Not a thing. Nope.
Let's see here.
Burma versus Baguette.
Yep.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna bring Team 3 in right now. Burma 52.
Welcome
All
in.
right, guys. This is Firma 52.
Yes.
So hello. Yes.
A pleasure to meet you guys. So how you feeling now? You confident on this last setup here? You got the finals.
Mage
We are very
Hunter
confident on
against the
our
finals.
it's our best characters, and we're planning to play this. Like we were preparing this for the whole Arena season, I guess. We played this whole season in the Common Dark and Darker. We got top 1 ranks on our characters, and yeah, we are very confident.
I could see you guys were
Very
aura
confident.
farming crazy at the start of those matches. It's very enjoyable, but you're also performing right up to that par as well. So,
Yeah.
any particular maps that you favor, or
Golden
Like
Hero?
yeah, Golden Key Room is the best for us, but there's a few also that we favor. It's like Inferno and Ice Caves. Yeah,
What
other
is the
maps are just
worst map
horrible.
for you?
Worst map is
Goblin
the Golden
Cave?
Caves. Yes.
I
Goblin
see.
Caves?
I
Yeah, that big
see.
open space is really tough to capitalize on with this
Yeah,
setup. I can understand
and
that.
the
You
range
like those?
classes can escape easily to the under, to the below, and just kite all around the map.
Yeah, it's just an endless series of hallways, and every open space is a big advantage for them. I am super hyped to see you guys in this final here. I was very impressed with the play so far. We've seen a lot of representation from most of the classes, of course. So, is there any particular player on the enemy team that you're really worried about, or you just confident in
Uh,
your own abilities?
No, we're confident, but we know those players for a long time. Like we clashed them versus them in ordinary arena, and yes, they're pretty good players, but they playing double range that are just counter us. Therefore, it will be very tough for us, but we will try and do our best.
Awesome to
Excellent.
hear.
I'm very confident you guys got this. I'm hyped to see the performance here. Hopefully, we get you those guys. Maybe you'll get the right maps. Maybe you'll perform great on the Goblin Caves. Who knows?
Thank you.
All right, guys. Good luck.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Thanks to you. Thanks.
A lovely
Okay,
group
and
of
we are
gentlemen
gonna
and scholars.
bring Chili from Team 5 Baguette.
Awesome.
Right.
Hey, welcome, Chili.
Hello.
Welcome. A
Hello.
pleasure.
A pleasure, bro.
So, we'll throw it right at you. What would you say your favorite map for your comp is right now?
Our favorite map.
Mm-hmm.
I think any map that is like pretty much open with like a lot of kite space. Maybe
So you're looking at Goblin
like
Caves?
the Goblin Cave, like the Inferno one, like with the side. Yeah. Those
All
two,
right.
the
And
Inferno one and the Goblin Cave one, are pretty good.
the Inferno
Even the
map is a
Runes
pretty
map.
nice and open space. Yeah, I like that one. The Runes
Yeah,
map is
it
very
is.
dangerous.
It's kind of open. It's kind of open. Like all the map are kind of open. This arena. The worst would be like Golden Key Room. Is really in their favor.
That's what they're saying. There's
Yeah,
a
it's really,
very
really in
big
their favor.
between the two comps. It's basically, it seems like a more melee heavy maps versus the ranged heavy maps. Everybody's trying to pick their ideal situation here. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm very excited to see you guys. You swinging crazy with that war mall, by the way, like absolutely
Thanks, man.
crazy. You've
Thanks.
been going
Appreciate it.
really impressive so far on both teams, and I can't wait to see this final play out.
Yes, sir.
All right, Chili. Good luck.
Thanks.
Good luck.
Good luck.
That man in the war mall is very dangerous. It's going to be a tough fight. If they put him on that melee matchup and he gets in there, it doesn't matter what, if there's doors, walls, anything. He is swinging that very skillfully in those spaces. It's one of the more dangerous setups. So nice glasses, by the way. Don't think I didn't notice.
Thank you, thank you. Well, we are waiting on the teams to get into their voice channels and get ready. Any other season trailer or like other seasonal things that you guys are excited to see?
Yeah.
Any
Yeah.
eh,
What are the
Season
skins gonna
10.
be?
Ooh.
I'm needing to spend these 300 red shards on something.
Oh,
my.
Mr. 300 redstones. Okay, I see
Sheesh.
how it is.
Also, is it 300 redstones per person, or is it
I think it's per
300
person.
total?
Oh,
I think
Holy
it's-
shit.
so. You guys
Yeah.
got 900
Ooh.
redstone shards between you guys to. You could buy out the entire
Oh.
shop.
Oh yeah.
I'm excited to see these finals in action. Like I said, we've got a lot. We talked about this before, but map is a major portion of some of these games. It's
Yeah.
actually crazy how dependent they are on the map layouts.
I would
So,
love to see a pick ban system for like the map and like a future tourney at some point.
Oh,
It'd
you're
be
speaking my language. I agree.
Pick
It's be something that'd be
ban.
invaluable. Yep.
No, even for the
Class
characters as
bans,
well.
everything.
Everything.
Yep.
I hope that they
Maybe
update
the rogues?
the viewer as well. You know,
maybe for
having
classes.
I'd love to
outlines.
What are you
spectate.
thinking?
I'd love to spectate mode for games with the friends, something that we can enjoy, watch people get into the action. Maybe you see your friends in there, you right click, spectate the matches.
Oh yeah,
Maybe
that would be
put a little bit
so.
wager, have some fun with it.
That'd be so nice.
I am looking forward. The spectator features, as we've seen since the last set of tournaments, has drastically improved. So I'm very excited to see how this further plays out and what more tools we get. And maybe even custom matches in the future. I know they mentioned that there were some limitations with possible, like having the gathering hall might not be the next thing because of limitations and possible,
Matching.
duping and otherwise. Oh, we are matching. We're getting in there.
We are getting ready to
So
match,
maybe just arenas.
but not quite able to queue into
Oh
them
yeah.
yet. Let's see.
These are the finals. Best of 5.
Best of 5, guys.
A best of
Get
5.
ready.
Let's get a little chat poll going. Actually, let's see who's gonna win.
Oh yeah, can we get
Who wins?
some
Yeah, I'm
tournament
making one right
polls,
now.
or
Hold on.
what are they called? I forget.
Let me make one real quick.
I meant wager. Predictions, I guess that's what it's called.
That's the word.
There we go. Yeah. All right. Still not quite able to get into their match. We have our cameraman Apollo hard at work in the background. He's been doing a lot of the stuff, but oh, there it is. All right.
Give it up for Apollo, by the way. Great
Yep, yep.
camera work.
Yep.
A good balance of first and
Apollo.
third. Locking in.
Looking like the chat's favoring Firma 52.
All right. We still got Cheleno on the Barb, Duty on the Wizard, and Gab on the Ranger. Standard setup here, of course. And then we've got Layla on the Wizard, Seer on the Cleric, and Zosik on the Barbarian. This is new, I believe. This
Oh.
more focused again with the melee cleric, so we'll see what happens there.
No more offering. What?
No more Dark Offering. And the map, what map do we have?
I think this is the outside map.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. So this is a little bit more of a range, range focused map here.
Maybe we see a bit of stalling this time around, and they try to play final zone. We'll see.
That is what I'm expecting, to be honest, since it's not really going to be a great matchup for them. So we'll see what they end up doing here. I'm feeling bad for the cleric. All right, I know what it's like. Double range with that Cheleno on you. You got to be ready for it. Let's see, is Sosik going to go for some flank here? Looks like he's going to try and... Oh, nope, he is backing off. Might try to reconvene with his team here. He knows he's not in a good spot with that wizard. Just Gab trying to get a wide peek here while Layla gets into the middle. Sosik getting a lot of damage on him right now. Just Gab absolutely piecing him up. Big fireball splash to secure the kill on
running
him.
the ones with Chileno.
Seer just getting all those blocks. One more block secures it, but he gets the parry and he blocks it, and he gets tapped out by the centaurs from Just Gab. Oh my goodness. Chileno surviving with 1 HP.
And they give up on the first round, but
That is crazy. Those blocks, the 180 into the block. I can't believe it.
Just Gab
Oh,
with the
poor
clutch right there. That definitely bailed out Chileno. That would have been a very close one.
Sosik's positioning at the very start kind of led to the downfall. I feel like he was trying to play catch up, and when they tried to collapse on it, they capitalized, got the kill on him, and then finished the others. It's not giving up. It's a 1v3. You know, it's a tough situation at 1 HP. Here we go.
They don't have the motto. It's over before it's over.
It's never over until it's over.
Not the same mindset in EU.
Good
Not
point.
over, you can win.
Regional mindset.
Maybe.
Looks like that Quake was just to stop them from taking high ground. Fireball to the wall, almost a little bit of extra splash on the teammates here. They are funneled down into the hallway. Sosik's still looking for a little bit of a positioning advantage here, but he's dancing out in the open, so they can still see him moving around, so they know not to push that side. Looks like Gab is trying to put some hurt on him before he approaches. Playing a little bit of that range game here. Big stick. Don't get too close. Second stick is going to miss. Third stick on the wall. Quake is going to let him get a little bit further around. Big lightning strike on Layla. Putting out some heals here. Yeah, going for that slow reset. Duty getting active with the strikes. Big hits. Gab has a golden opportunity to put some major hurt here. Only gets one more hit after that. Sank finishes off. High ground battle. Looks like Chileno's trying to get some space there. Big ice bolt to the back. Slows are going out. Trying to put him up for Sosik to finish the job here. 1 HP on Chileno. Can he get the block? He gets taken down by the zap. Seer getting those big kills out. He's putting a little bit of life back into Gab, but Gab is getting forced out of position again. Big zap on the back here. They gotta put more help on Layla. They gotta give more help so they can get more space. It's unfortunate. Those sticks are big damage. It looks like they might be. He dies of the explosion and the longbow out. Let's see if Seer can bring this back. See? Oh, he's surging, I was gonna say. They're still a little low. He needs to play more against the swarm here because they are not going to let him get any distance. He's just going to be running against the meat grinder here. Unfortunately, I dropped the shield because you know you're going to be switching to that melee. So the shield, if you're going to be holding that right click, you're slow enough as is. That extra movement speed from dropping the buckler is very advantageous, but it is an uphill battle to fight, and he is going to get taken down by the lightning strikes.
I think there's just too much time taken up on popping that surge. Might have needed to just bandage up a couple and try to get some assistance with the team.
Could have thrown a couple of heals if he had anything left, but he is pouring everything he's got into that. But right now, it is a map that is favoring the range. So you just gotta, you know, gotta understand that is a big portion of it here. So the ranger will be dominating on this. Putting a little bit of missiles out here. It is a dangerous channel to put against that team, so we'll see what happens. Looks like he's just trying to get some heals. Oh, a little bit of a crack on the wall. Sanking without overheal, but he is just trying to keep his teammates alive here. It looks like he's trying to get a high ground positional advantage. Now he drops down right onto Duty. Big fireball splash to line him up, but he didn't get the swing out. Now he's got Chileno backing him as well. Looks like a little bit of 1v1 on the stairs here. Ooh. Fireballs to piece him up, and he gets the one tap that I see there. He was so crazy.
I think Duty had an assistance with the zap there. Not quite a one tap, but
not quite a one tap. Oh!
Oh my god!
Skeet shooting!
I think
what
that is wraps.
That was map number 1, and it is map 1 of 5, not 1 of 3. Confirmed. Again, it's based on the map. That is a very heavy ranged map. We just talked about it. That is one of the maps that they did not want to get with that setup. maybe they're going to mix it up to be a little bit more balanced between melee and ranged on the next setup here. But that was a crazy. That honestly, I don't want to say the map was a great portion of it, but it really was. There's not much you can do with that setup against them. Chili was going crazy too. I will give him that. There's a lot of back and forth on that team, but there's just only so much you can do.
They did have a little bit
It's
of
like when
upper
you-
hand in that second round there. They were up 3v2, but it just I feel like there was a
It's a
world where they
ranged
win
map.
that. Still,
There is, there's another timeline where I bet that was an amazing game, and yep. But unfortunately, this is the darkest timeline.
No. You think they're gonna swap to
No.
Dark Offering?
Personally, I feel like Dark Offering would have had a more like the Barbarian just on that match. You need to have the ranged. You need to have the ranged. You got to have something. And the Dark Offering Warlock provides both Dark Bolts as well as curses. He's got great spacing. It's just making sure that you can set up and get out there in time. So either you need to bring that healer. Oh, go ahead.
I feel like it's a bit of a gamble if they get the offering and they get a good map. I mean, could be free wins, but if you don't get the good
That's
map,
it.
it's just a gamble.
And we assume here that Baguette is not going to mix it up because, if it isn't broke, don't fix it. So assuming they keep the same comp and maybe the map changes enough to get Firma on the board here, but I got my fingers crossed. I know it's going to be a great matchup either way. It's just something that, I'm not exactly familiar with, I don't know most of the EU players, so I don't know what they'd hot swap to.
I do know Lelio was. I did get a couple matches in them during the private scrim time, and they were like very good as a healer cleric, like cloth cleric. So
It might be enough to swing if you can keep that Barbarian in line, but Duty's doing some work.
I don't know what. Sorry, I don't know what they would switch off of. In that case.
Honestly, it was just like I said, that was a big range difference. That is problematic. The pressure that you put out is overwhelming. There's not much you can do. If you switch the matchup or the map up and you end up on something like Goblin Caves, then that's even worse. So we keep our fingers crossed, see what map we're going to pick up, see if we got any changes to the comp. And I think we're almost, let's see, just another moment. We're getting ready to get situated here. Maybe another code will fall into the chat. Who knows? It's crazy. Got to be quicker. Sorry, I'm definitely not copying and pasting the code and entering it first before I post it in the chat. Hold on, what is that?
Yep.
Achoo! Oh my goodness, there's a code. Look at that.
Those are 2 codes. That was a big sneeze.
If you're redeeming the codes, please let everybody know so that they don't keep spamming it and yelling at me and telling them I'm scamming them. Also, thanks for the Bluestone Shards. Nerds.
Seems like we'll be just another minute. Getting reports from Chunkus in the back end.
No worries.
Chunkus in the matching now.
And they are starting to match, so we will probably be in there in a little bit.
Just waiting to load in here. Thank you. I got 100 blue shards. I don't know if that's a lie. Understand, guys, if you're entering the codes, you have to be in the game at the redemptions tab. So you have to be very quick. And there is people, me, I'm sitting there waiting. There's a lot of people that love those bluestones.
Well, not quite. I don't think they've matched with each other yet. All right.
Almost ready.
Oh, there we are. We're loading in.
Oh, the codes for me. I couldn't get redstones because I'm bad at the game, so I have to get the bluestones, guys. No audio in game?
Yep. All right. There we go.
Perfect. So let's see. Do we get any swaps from the other team here? Looks like we have a new pickup. We got back on the Druid again. And this is the Goblin Cave, so it is going to be more range focused with Spell Reflect. Is he going to get value is the question. We'll see if Duty can avoid that. I do believe there was a Pavis as well, so I do. So far, I have to say the Pavis representation, I expect that to trickle down to the next set of arenas. Once we see more like overall effectiveness, because it's not just the Pavis, it's how you use it to create that space. And so far in the tournament, I've been very impressed with the way everybody's been rotating around, using it even in the corners when you are outnumbered and outgunned. Little party popper action. The unfortunate part of the Ranger here is going to be shining true, because this is a very Ranger-dominant map. Seer, however, trying to get some space with that Pavis, a little bit of the Spell Reflect. Down goes the Dream Walk. A Fireball to the back line. They know Layla can be killed. They know that they are mere mortals. When that Dream Walk is down, Druids are... Chileno swinging crazy, but he gets 3v1 and taken down by the Spear. Looks like he's chasing him into the spawn. Duty getting a little bit back there. He needs to kite out before their Wizard can come back into play. Seer getting pieced up pretty bad here. Looking for that reflect on the Spear, but he's splashing the ground. Now he's switching off. Big reflect, and he cleaves him down.
Excellent use of Spell Reflect.
Very well placed. Gab is still a threat here. Don't think they're out of this. With that many arrows, you can do a lot of damage, especially on this big hits on Sosik. Ooh, almost got caught by the wall. Rocking that Dream Walk. I think I know who the target is here. Another wall going out, but Gab is just making some space. Knows there's not... See, this is hope. That is strategy and hope. Looking for those parries, trying to get some more distance. Drums are going out. Ooh. And he gets taken down by the friend. Down but not out, as we say.
Not really much you can do there in the 1v3. I mean, it's very...
Hey, keep hope alive.
Keep alive.
That's the
Fair
difference
enough.
between us and the animals. Breaking the door out from the gate. We see, again, looking for some shots. Big hit. Still doing a little bit of slow healing here. Stuck the toes? No, he missed it. Okay, I thought he got it. Chileno just getting right in there, forcing him on the back legs. Sosik eating that fireball for dinner, breakfast, and lunch. Layla getting pieced up from behind. Big splash on Sosik. They need to reset and get back here. Seer trying to create as much space as he can with his limited time alive. Gets pieced up by the lightning strike. Dropping down to take advantage of the remaining goblins. Understandable play. You absolutely need to get down there. Once you've lost one, this is the best reset they're going to get. Either force them down to the hallway with you, or die trying. Could possibly squeeze a clarity out here if you get the mobs down, but Dottie is doing the same thing. He knows immediately when they jump, he's got enough time to relax, get some spells, talk about his day, send a couple of text messages. Layla looking like they are not going to be getting the spells back, and they're just going to kind of trying to make everything happen with what they've got right now.
Depending on how the zone closes, I mean, they might be able to force a draw.
It's very true, unless they're willing to drop down, and they are. They are getting aggro here. Duty knows he's got the spells and the advantage. Big fireball to the back of the head, big fireball to the torch.
Unfortunate.
Lightning strikes crazy distance here. Nice wall. It looks like they are going to try to perform a little bit more on the dozy do here. Swarm might push them in an unfavorable spot. If they pull the elevators up, you can do a lot of work just ruining people's day with those elevators. Big heals coming out. They're running low on those heals, though. Big wall to put Gab out of position here. Oh my goodness, almost picked them up. I would say that was a very performative play, but well done. It's what you got to do what you can with what you've got, and they did a great job. Again, the poor pick of the Barbarian right now. He isn't getting a chance to get in there. He's getting pieced up by the Ranger. It does feel like the Ranger is making so much difference, and they had such a favorable match here too, or map. Looking like Duty wants to get on the sidelines here. Keep him bounced with the fireballs. Layla's Dreamwalk goes down, and too much damage with the... Oh my goodness. They just got juggled down immediately. That's crazy. The fireballs are crazy. I can't even cast. It's already... What happened? I blinked. Oh, he's already dead. You're really seeing the power of those fireballs, right? It's not necessarily the amount of damage the fireball does, but even just the way they're using it to knock them back so the team can secure a kill. It's almost like fireball is coupled with a slow because it's sending them right back into danger. Do a little bit of chain action here, putting the zaps out to make sure that you have a limited amount. Oh. Big zaps on Layla, just zapped him out of the game. What? I can't believe it. Second wind is going to go out. Going to get a parry on Chileno, but he backs off because he knows he's got to block ranger damage. He's going to get zapped down from behind as well. This is absolutely insane. Duty is absolutely cracked on those zaps. That was nuts.
I don't think
I may be able to bring it back. That was tough. That's tough. Baguette putting 2 on the board here. Wow. I thought I'd have more time to talk and cast, and nope. Blink of an eye, it was over.
very quick sweep with that open map. You know, that's what they were looking to get, is openness. And you know, you can see like Duty getting a bit of spacing and able to kite, take care of all of the people from a distance. It's just almost over before
Not
it
just
began.
the zaps, but the fireballs. Those fireballs were so fluid, and the way they were positioned, right, is it's coupled with knocking them into the enemy team. So it's just so well done. I gotta give them kudos. Kudos where it's due. Great plays.
Some of the most powerful parts of the fireball is the CC.
And the splash damage. Don't nerf the direct damage, nerf the splash damage. Oh man, I got a little cough there.
Yeah, that's I didn't quite hear anything, but yeah.
It's just amazing how well they're playing with it too, because Fireball does incredible damage when you are hitting it. But even when you aren't hitting it and you're sending them up with that knockback, we saw in the last 2 maps alone, we saw them getting set up for skeet shots, just knocking them into the sky and blasting them out. I got my fingers crossed that the next map is going to put more favor on them, but at the same time, that's just pain, you know? Wizard is pain. Plus the burn, yes. I mean, the reducing and healing is part of it, but what are you going to do? It's like you have a direct path that you need to take to avoid ranger arrows, and while you're doing that, you get sent back by a fireball and knocked into melee. You just get spanked. Why is everyone smiling?
Everyone's smiling.
That's a bad thing. That's a bad thing. So I'm curious now if they're going to see another change up, if they're going to drop the heal or go back to the wizard for the final round here. The Pavis it's not much. There's not much getting done on it. You know, like what we're looking at here. I feel like if they bring the Dark Offering back, it might be enough to get them this next couple of maps here, but who knows? Man's crazy with it, really. And to the way he pieced up the druid with those zaps. Even I was watching him. They were dodging crazy. He doesn't care.
Yeah, the melt value is insane there.
Not just melt, but the melt, the fire mastery, everything. That was great zaps. I will say this, I've seen crazier stuff from Vincent, so, you know, fingers crossed we see a comeback here. Ice map, first time? What? I got faith. I got faith. Layla keeping on the druid, Sosek on the barbarian, and we do have the warlock, Dark Offering demon. And we're back to aura farming. Let's see if the aura matches. This is, in my opinion, one of the heavier, if not the heaviest, of the melee favored matchups. It's unfortunate, but especially first round. I'm not sure, but Most of the time, the non-Warlock squad will be W-keying right through and trying to pressure them in spawn here. So we'll see if they end up either going straight out, doing a little PvE clear while he waits for his Warlock to buff up. Very kind of them. Yep, they're rushing across, ignoring the PvE and just kind of getting in there. They don't know that there's a Dark Offering Warlock yet. They're playing a little bit passive, letting them set up. A couple of shots going out from Gab. Big fireball sending him back. Sosik trying to create more space for Demonlock. Demonlock almost half health. Dreamwalk goes down. Big mending grow, but the fireball splash is going to keep them from getting full value here. And it's a swing and a hit. Down goes Duty. Down goes Chileno. This is it? Is it? Gab is on the last legs, backing off here, trying to get some more space. Are we going to see a jump to the pit? Are we going to see a jump to the pit? Oh, no, he says. I'm going to battle you right here. Down he goes. Oh,
One to the pit.
one to
Maybe
the
two.
pit. I personally have had a lot of experience with that pit. It is a great way to get somebody chasing you and to body block them down into the abyss. One of my favorite things is watching those bodies fall down and that health bar disappears. They go limp.
Or not even body block.
let's-
Sometimes just getting a move slow with like a longbow or Franny.
The value of Fireball cannot be understated on that poor little platform. All right. Let's see if they can swing back that comeback story. Good hit on Layla. Proc the Dreamwalk already. Tree goes out and gets taken down in almost one tap here. They are really clustered together. Big chain value coming out. Maybe? Maybe? Nope. They're backing off. Looks like they're going to be playing a little bit more on the long game, letting the Ranger cook up a bit here. Okay. What's he looking at? Lightning strike to the back line. Fireballs on Layla. Looks like they're trying to keep Fire Mastery up. Big fireball directly into the face. Need that Mending Grove ASAP. No.
Doesn't
Both
come out
off
quick
apart.
enough.
No. That burst damage was crazy. Does that Warlock not have anti-magic?
Yeah, let's go look at the
I need to
Warlock.
know. Yeah, I need to know. Does he have anti-magic here? Because that's insane damage. 41 will with anti-magic. He's probably rocking at least 47, 48% MR with the 20% roll. Yeah, he's at roughly 50. I can't believe it. That fireball must have been right in the mouth. Let's see what we get again. It's anybody's game here. Melee favored matchup with that Warlock, but it's just tough.
Last
That
time we saw
fireball
the
splash is
one.
getting so much value.
Last time we saw
That's
the one
true.
between Chileno and Sosik, and I feel like maybe if the outcome had been different, that would have been another round. Another round to Firma.
What are they looking for? I was going to say, looking for that wall placement. Good jumps, Mario style, right over it. Unfortunately, Seer gets stuck in the wall. No way.
You're pretty
Big
low.
restore going out.
Good mending.
A lot of pressure.
Not really taking
A lot of
value,
pressure.
or not getting value from the mending.
No value from mending and no space either. Uh-oh, that's a big stick. Number 52 kind of backing off a little bit here while Baguette pushes forward. Still got 5 fireballs on deck too, which is dangerous. Good sticks. Right on the tip of the hand here. He's backing off. Crazy blocks, but it's not going to be enough. Seer is going to take down Chileno, and down goes Seer to the serve bow. Looks like Gab is going to get a little bit more distance here. Some slows on Sosik to make sure they can escape. I'll bet you, if anything, there comes the clarity to get those spells back. Very smart.
We get a Franny count on Sosik.
Oh, goodness. Freddy to the fanny. Getting a little spammy. Now Druid is basically back to full spells. That is such crazy value. Duty just looking to make sure he's got every fireball available to win this battle.
Can he close the distance? That's what they need.
They need to bait out as many spells as they can. At this point, it's just anybody's game. Big burst damage coming in, but are they going to be able to secure the kit? Yep, there it goes.
Massive
the zap
damage.
onto Lila.
And they'll just take their turns kiting.
Yep, for Sosik.
Unfortunate.
Oh,
close round though. Could have been anyone's.
It's still anyone's, but my goodness, that was. Oh, did he just lose a lantern?
Did he
I
throw
thought
it?
I heard a lantern fall. I thought I heard the lantern actually get thrown. I don't know. Yeah.
Maybe.
To be fair, the Barbarian's biggest strength is if he can catch you in melee, and not letting him get in there is going to lose all value. Duty looking like a king out here. Going to put some hurt. Closing the gap. Spiders are coming out crazy, and the PvE is the best part of the arena.
Duty splashing chili a little bit, but still up.
That range on Lightning Strike is so crazy. Ooh, big pickup on the Prot Shrine.
We're gonna
Take
do
5% less immediate damage. Yeah, I mean,
like
it's going to be
40
up for at
seconds,
least...
right?
It's plenty of time, for sure. I believe he's running Purge Shot, though. Is Gab not? Yep, so that is just hard countering everything the Druid's putting out, as well as I'm pretty sure that's going to heal the Shrines, Prots. That's big danger. And you know he's going to be hitting it. Chileno looking for that flank. I think he's creep walking up. Wall isn't going to get much value here.
Does
Big
Purge Shot remove
hits.
shields like that? I'm not a myth and myther connoisseur. I need to refresh my knowledge.
They're getting real aggressive here. What is Chileno doing in the back? It looks like he was trying to get the flank out before they got pushed. They're regrouping. Chileno going to get in there and try and sandwich himself between, but he's got PvE to block as well. Both mobs. Gab getting stuck in the corner, but he squeezes through by just an inch. Chileno needs to get out of here before Fireball comes out. No, don't knock him off. Okay, knock him off.
Drum coming out. Did he see hit? Not quite.
Anything you can do. Big Dreamfire heals. Chileno trying to get in there in the back, getting a parry and swinging crazy. Going for the
Those
block.
big
It's tapped out. My goodness. Great going crazy. 2v2. Duty looking for that secure kill on Seer. And it's a one. Oh my. Fingers crossed. All he has to do is land the shot to win. Ooh.
That
Yeah. Wow.
is
That's
game.
it.
That is
That's
it.
game.
Like that was the best of 5. We just
Is
that's
it over? What?
It's over. What?
Oh, I don't. That's crazy.
Baguette's just them.
Let's give it up to everybody. Give it up to him, man. Firma and Baguette, guys. Great performance, great plays, a lot of back and forth, but it's just tough setup on those maps. Very tough setup on those maps. Duty was absolutely lasering them down. Chileno's got them crazy flanks, forcing bad positioning on the enemies, and they capitalized so hard on every push. A little bit more value on the walls might have secured it. It was unfortunate that Seer got caught in there a couple of times. It looked like it was absolutely crazy. I'm very impressed. Great performance by all the teams out there. That last matchup, that's nuts. That's nuts. Putting down a Dark Offering Warlock is not an easy task, and they did great. But Dark Offering Demon, I think, was just adding to the melee problem there.
Definitely a little bit of a ranged favoritism in the RNG there for the map pool, but well played to Baguette for taking it down in 3.
Yeah, let's get them in here
Very
and let's
swift.
talk.
Wow.
That was crazy.
Right.
Yell it here. Gonna drag him in. Chili.
Ooh.
Chili. Oh my
How are you
goodness.
guys
How do you-
dealing with that W?
Aye, bro, we got that, bro, in the bag. You know.
You did it. You did it. It was crazy to see. I watched you getting those flanks, and just your presence alone was to set them into frenzy. You got them on the ropes, and you capitalized on it. Got great
Yeah.
matchups on the map pool too. So
Crazy. My teammates
Absolutely.
cook. They really played good.
Everyone
Very
did
well
their
done.
job.
I have
That
to
was really
agree. Those
nice.
fireballs were going crazy. Poor Layla got pieced up by those zaps on Goblin. I was waiting every single one. Bam, bam, bam. I looked away for a half a second, and they were gone. Really impressive plays, guys. All
Thanks.
around, very, very good.
Good trades, good damage.
Their team
Yeah.
was really tough. Like they were like the best arena team for a long time.
I can see why. They did a great job with some of those walls. I like to see the positioning a little bit better, but once Seer got stuck in that final wall, it was very scary for him, I know. Great job. Seriously, Chileno, that war mall, I'm scared now.
Appreciate it, bro.
Yeah.
W mans.
W games, guys. Can we get
Yes,
a
sir.
round of applause here? You know,
Yeah.
round of applause for those
Round of
guys.
applause.
Great
Yep.
job. Seriously,
Hey.
Congratulations, guys. That
very
was
impressive.
crazy.
Is,
Thanks,
Oh, and
thanks.
congrats on your nameplates.
Congrats on the nameplates and the
Hey,
300
yo,
Redstone
golden,
Shards, right?
golden.
Oh yeah, Redstone
Oh,
Shards,
Oh
whatever. But the
my God.
nameplates.
That too.
Bro, I won't have to put the credit card on the game anymore. Yes.
There you go.
Yes. Yes.
No, you still got to do that.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I will still.
All right,
Alright.
guys. Well, congratulations. That was an awesome performance.
Hey, can I
Thanks,
make a shout
seriously.
out though?
Yeah,
Yeah, go
for it.
ahead.
Please.
Hey, yo, shout out to the round table. Shout out to my whole teammate, Carnage, Shock, bro. We got disbanded because of region restriction. My mans, W mans, like everybody that supported us. Gab, Dudi, bro. Last minute pickups. We did the job. Like
Yep.
amazing. Like Gab did really good. I'm not gonna talk about Dudi, bro. You seen what he did. Like I'm really happy, bro. Like it's just a W, man.
And shout out
Respect
to
to
Sun Sun.
Lelia.
Big up.
Respect
toute
to
la team
Lelia and
Golem.
them. Like the Russians, bro, they're really tough, especially in dungeon. With those TBs, those trees in the doorway, bro. Really hard to fight. And yeah, like
And thanks Iron Mace. It was
thanks
really
Iron
fun.
Yeah,
Mace for this
no
game.
I
problem,
didn't
guys.
expect
Thanks,
the game to be
Grayson.
like esports. Maybe not esports really, but definitely it can be. Like it's
Once
so,
we get the
Hey, you have
PvE
to
out of
come
the
back to
arena,
defend your
all
title.
right?
it's so fun. Like
feel like that was
maybe we can add
incredible,
some
yeah.
ban on a map, on a character.
We
It
were
can be
just talking
crazy.
about that, actually. Funny story. We just talked about that. I would love to see some map bans or like a map selection pool. When you load in, you pick one of 3 already predetermined maps. Everybody votes on it. You get in there.
Yep.
Maybe even
And
oh, go ahead.
The
yeah,
spectator mod
I was
too,
gonna say
really good.
gotta be better every day, and like we need some map rotation. Come on, like it's the first arena wipe. We got only 4 maps, like it's a whole wipe. Like usually you always rotate maps. And like right now
Listen,
it's just
if
the
I
same
see
and
Pit
same
again
over
or
again.
Bridge, I'm gonna lose my mind. So let's just, you know
Hey.
what? I
Oh, yeah,
will
okay,
thank
maybe not
goodness
that
for
much, bro.
these
Maybe.
4 maps, guys. Let's just take what we can get here. All right.
But the map
If I have to
were
go back
good.
to fighting in Pit, I'm gonna lose it.
I like the map a lot, this arena. Maybe a little
My
bit
French
more, but
guys,
it was a good map.
baguette.
W's
W mans,
Baguette,
toute la
guys.
France, les frères, merci.
Je t'aime. That's all I know.
Je t'aime.
They did a French girl once.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
But seriously, can we get a round of applause for the casting team and for Iron Mace, guys? They did a great job, put on a really good performance, a really good show.
For
Some
real.
people got Bluestone Shards, and then some people did not. But seriously,
Thanks to the
all
casters
good.
come on,
too.
guys. Thank you, guys. W camera
Thanks,
work,
guys.
W Apollo,
Cameraman,
Jason,
W man,
Grayson, Vincent. I'll pat myself on the back here.
W and
Seriously,
boss.
you guys are
W and
incredible. I
boss.
appreciate that.
Best caster, bro.
That's just because I
All
was
right,
buttering
guys.
you up. All right.
I'm gonna bring that team
Ah,
back
maybe,
down.
maybe.
Alrighty.
Excellent.
Congratulations again.
Congratulations, guys.
Thanks.
Thank you,
thanks.
Hope to
GG's.
see you guys in
W's
the
in the
next
chat,
tourney.
W's in the chat.
Right? Next tourney?
Oh,
Next
yeah.
tourney confirmed?
Oh yeah.
That's crazy, man. That was, I didn't think it was going to be such a sweep, and the maps really helped it out, but that was so much fun to watch.
Yeah, it was awesome.